Help family life carry on at Ronald McDonald House. Donate today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Partly cloudy and 17 today, mostly sunny tomorrow, also 17. Mostly sunny on Thursday up to 20, then showers on Friday, 17. At the moment, 15. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, rate relief. What today's decision means for you. Full coverage at 6. See the moment a carjacking victim tries to stop an alleged thief at Athol Park. Why SA's firefighters are threatening to stop working. Police reveal Adelaide's tobacco wars have flared again. And the AFL Grand Final Entertainment Act revealed. 9 News. Your news. Nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 now.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey,
I am flabbergasted.
And Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
Good afternoon. It's 8 minutes after 4 on this very busy Tuesday. It's Tribunal Day for the Crows and Rowey Laird. There's been contract offers the size we've never seen. And the news of the day, if you have missed it, Snoop's in the crib and the AFL dropped it like it's hot, or at least the cool kids say that. Rowey, Timmy G, g'day to you.
Yes, and we aren't those cool kids, Sam, so let's just stay away from that stuff. Thank you very much. Hey, welcome to Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a call, 8223 0000. Well, Tuesday's delivered again, Stephen.
It's a nothing day, Timmy.
You bagged it out 3 weeks ago, and it's done nothing but deliver.
It's a good for nothing day.
5:30 a.m. this morning, bang! It's hit the press, off it goes, and there's Snoop Dogg everywhere. Man, Snoop Dogg. But to be serious, it sort of was a bit of a... It was no surprise, was it? I mean, typically they leaked it and leaked it and leaked it and allowed it to go on, and then it eventually, bang, here it is, no surprise. Welcome to Tuesday, Stephen. I know it's your favourite day of the week.
I don't want to sound wokey, but isn't it ironic that the organisation that is the AFL, that preaches all things rainbows, yes votes, free Palestine, you name it, they're the moral police, aren't they?
Try to be at times.
They're gonna have their their pre-game entertainment.
Yep.
A star, and he is, Snoop Dogg. Look, apparently he's going to be really good. He's been at Super Bowl, hasn't he?
Yes.
I don't know his words until I listened to the morning show and heard Graham
Well,
Williams.
afternoons with Lee Forrest, yes.
With Lee Forrest. But he's a marijuana smoking, drug taking, misogynistic criminal.
He's had some issues in the past.
No. But are we all together that that's what he is? He's probably, other than Willie Nelson, the most famous pot smoking ganja head since Cheech and Chong. In fact, in front of him.
And Cheech and Chong were acting.
Read his rap sheet. He has been in jail, so he is a criminal. I'm not even too sure how he even got a visa to get out here. And his songs are all about misogynistic acts. And I've kept that clean.
Yeah. Look,
that's who he is.
Look, you have. Snoop has made it, though, and he's quite pleased. He actually spoke about it.
100,000 fans and the best 2 teams. And your boy, Big Snoop D-O-double-G at the MCG. Can't wait to see y'all in September for the Telstra pregame entertainment, brought to you by me.
The AFL Grand Final is the biggest event on the Australian sporting calendar, but by global standards, it's a huge event. He's performed recently at a Super Bowl. He was at the closing ceremony for the Olympics, so he's absolutely up there on a world stage.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's a cool dude. I'll give him that. And I'm not trying to sound woke, but the AFL is lefty wokey, isn't it? And it's got Snoop Dogg on the entertainment.
Interestingly, Andrew Dillon there just saying he's a global act and the like, and yes, to all of that, absolutely. Yep. But my real basic question was, musically, is he broad enough? Does he appeal to a wide enough audience?
Okay, well, I'm going to throw to you because you're our music.
Yeah, I'd say no.
No.
Yeah, I'd say I don't think it's broad enough.
No.
And if you if some people or the AFL are thinking, we're going, younger with him, he's a 53-year-old bloke. Yeah. So you couldn't say that he was hitting
he's
the
53.
20s. Yeah.
He's not hitting 108.
Well, he's not hitting the 20-somethings, is he, as far as the demo goes? Yeah. So, well, see, clean living will get you somewhere. But I don't think he's actually quite broad enough. So we asked the question, 8223 are you happy with the Snoop Dogg appointment of being the pre-game entertainment? Is he appealing enough, broadly enough to a AFL audience? On 3AW, one of our sister stations, Tom Elliott, he didn't think so.
This is at odds with what the AFL is constantly lecturing us about. You know, respect towards women. I can tell you in the hip-hop culture, they have anything but respect towards women. Women are objects to be used and abused and chucked away in the world of Snoop Dogg. How the AFL thought this was a good idea, I just don't know.
He's nailed it. When they're the moral police, you let this rooster get up there and pay, obviously, millions and millions of dollars. Now, he might be great. We might all say, wow, that was good. I would never pay for a ticket to see Snoop Dogg. But if I go to the grand final, my team's there and he's on, you might like it. But the AFLW starts this Thursday, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Well,
Correct.
wonder what they think of it.
Yeah.
Because this is our biggest stage, our biggest game. All eyes around the world are on this.
Yeah. Well, we do have a lot of female listeners to our show, I believe.
Do I sound a bit
give us a
wokey?
call, 8223 No, I'm not concerned about that. It is more so, are the AFL being hypocritical here?
I think they are.
And the problem with getting on a really big soapbox is you can fall off it now and again, and it hurts when you hit the deck.
You know what? ACDC are here in Adelaide for that Adelaide 500.
November.
Oh, okay. So they're not
bit out of calendar whack. So yeah, I know.
What about Lady Gaga?
Yeah, she's busy.
Is she?
Yeah.
I reckon she'd be great.
Just rearranging her sock drawer at the minute, so she will.
Oh, come on!
Not interested in coming. Look, I think it always
don't call
does.
me big nose.
It always does sink in with whoever is available and the like. But I think you do. If you are going to stand on the soapbox, you've got to be consistent.
100.
That's one of the issues. So give us a call, 8223 0000. Yeah, $50
Snoopy.
Powers voucher on the back of that. Tribunal's going to be on. Dylan Shield is right in front of it as we speak for shoving his opponent into what was an oncoming Essendon player who did a couple of flips and landed nastily, and they wanted to stop that. So they're putting him in front of the tribunal now to decide what his fate is. And Rory Laird, who copped a one-match ban.
Yeah.
And the club are going to challenge that, and they're doing that at 5:30 tonight. So we'll get
He can't miss a game.
result on that.
So it's careless, medium impact, high contact. If you've seen it or you haven't, Google it and tell me whether you think a bloke should miss a game for that. If they can get medium down to low, I think he'll get off. Now, the bloke he hit didn't have the HIA protocols.
Crips.
Played on for the rest of the game. So how can they say it was medium?
So the concussion bit, outcome-wise, doesn't come in.
No. So it has to be low.
You've got every right to challenge.
They will. And they've got to get him off. That's a joke.
Yeah. I mean, at worst, a reprimand, move on.
Yeah.
$2 careless fine or whatever. Whatever they do, and so there you go. Just on your lads, Max Michaelani, some good news on the track running this week.
I have heard that. So he's still listed as 2 to 3 weeks. I think they'll see him till the end of the season. There's no point rushing him for the North game. The Crows sample team will still be in. James Peatling's listed as a test. He got subbed because of that thigh. The big one for me for CLK legal is Josh Rochelli still a TBC. TBC.
Now, they're saying he might get out of the brace and have a bit of a jog around next week, but
if you're still in a brace, you're 4 weeks off.
Yeah.
And that's why it's TBC.
And which is fair enough too, because it is a knee and it's not the same as soft tissue.
Mostly when I see TBC, that's minimum, it's still a month off. That's 4 weeks. God. That's not ideal for Josh.
Yes. So
they're covering him, but that's not ideal. Imagine him on a September afternoon. Fine, sunny.
Still 7 weeks to grand final day.
Good call.
So there you go. Plenty of time there. Some news on the Carlton front, which involves Port Adelaide. You like this one, Stephen? Carlton's Brad Lloyd, GM of football. He's leaving.
We got pushed.
Parted ways, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So he's out.
DCM.
But we're just hearing that Chris Davies' name's popped up, that he might be an option as far as them headhunting him, perhaps as a worthy option to go and do that job. The other one, Eddie on Channel 9 last night, revealed this.
There's the big strong mailers at Hinkley to Carlton, but Ken, who's, he's coaching well and coaching out and all that sort of stuff, he could well be one of the most popular people in football in the next 5 minutes.
Pick your job, Kenny.
Yeah, that's what Eddie's saying.
That's what he's saying.
But it'll be, I think, a decision for Ken to go, do I want to stay in coaching or do I want to go into that side of things? Because GM football is a big job.
It is.
It's a really big job. People think that, you can just stroll around and have a look at what's happening on the rest of it. You're right in the nitty-gritty of everything, and you have to be on everything. Yep. It's probably one of the biggest jobs in football.
Well, I reckon he's up for that. He's very commanding and demanding.
After 13 years of coaching, though, where would you be mentally? I sort of got from his presser that he's like, hey, leave me alone. I'm going for a break. And I'm going to do some things I haven't been able to do because I've been coaching. So
he's a passionate footy man, and he's a workaholic. You know what I reckon he'll be? He'll be the next Neil Baum.
Yeah, he'll
be the modern day Neil Baum in footy management.
The thing about it is you don't want to rush straight back in because it absorbs your life. That role would absorb you almost as much, if not more, sometimes than coaching, because you have to do lots of other things that coaches don't do. So it's a big role.
You ever heard about getting other people to do it? What's that word when you...
Yeah, and you delegate.
That's the word.
Yeah, you delegate.
Big word.
Yeah, depends on how many you got.
Okay.
It's not AFL House.
So they work together. Well, Carlton's basically AFL House. They worked together at Port Adelaide, didn't they? Of
course.
Bossy and Ken.
Yes.
So they know each other intimately and their workings.
Yeah. Is that the attraction, you think?
Well, I reckon
that's a club.
sense.
That's a club decision. It's not a Michael Voss decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a package deal.
So Big Graham
CD could come over and do the football management role, and then Ken just slides into a godfather, grandfather, director of coaching
type thing,
Murray Davis type of role with a little bit of paperwork shuffle on the side.
Yeah, well, they won't, like a lot of sides outside the 8, they won't be happy with where they're finished, and they'll probably want to restructure and get things happening. So could be the option.
He'd be a great get to any club he goes to, I say.
Absolutely. So, hey, give us a call, 8223 0000. Snoop Dogg, does he actually suit the AFL Grand Final? Is he appealing enough? Is he broad enough musically and perhaps politically?
8223 0000. It's an interesting question we pose on this Tuesday afternoon. Campo's going to join us at 5 o'clock in Coach's Corner. Ben Keys and Joe Berry from the Crows and Power. We'll speak to Ned McHenry in the studio too. And Brock Feeney, the winner of the Supercars Sprint Cup, is going to join us here as well. Your call's next.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Catch the 5AA Fishing Show, presented by Ned McHenry, Tuesday nights from 6:30. See the full Yamaha Marine range at South Coast Marine, Yamaha Pitmans, Coast Road Motors, and Christie's Beach Marine.
G'day, it's Ben from BJ Energy. Lately I've had a lot of people asking about the federal battery rebate, what it is, how it works, and whether they're eligible. At BJ Energy, we've done the homework. Our job is to help you make the most of the rebate while it's still around. So if you're thinking about solar or a home battery, or just have any questions about the federal battery rebate, it's easy to get in touch with us. No sales pitch, just straight answers. Visit bjenergy.com.au. That's bjenergy.com.au.
And here is your room. Have a nice day.
This can't be the place. Is that the bed? Oh, gross!
Nothing like a bug symphony to set the mood. Luckily for you, I can't play any instruments. Next time, chat with an RAA travel agent so you don't have to hang with Sir Chirps a lot over here.
Book an appointment with RAA travel agents and elevate your holiday. RAA, it's better to be a member.
Things are heating up at Adelaide's largest selection of fireplaces, the Home of Fire. Get up to 50% off wood, gas and electric heating, and check out their outdoor kitchens.
Home of Fire for all your flaming needs.
The Home of Fire, 126 McGill Road, Norwood.
I'll see you at the W, The 2025 NAB AFLW season kicks off on August 14, and this is your front row seat to the action.
See you at the W,
Head to your local W Oval, get close to the game like never before, and even meet the winning team after the siren. If you're looking for an affordable night out, AFLW has got you sorted. Tickets are just $15 and under 18s go free. See you at the W.
At Blackwell Funerals, we care about what matters most. When it comes to saying goodbye, we're here with compassion, dignity and support. Visit blackwellfunerals.com.au to learn more.
Right now at Formula Honda, drive away in the CR-V Hybrid 24 build from $56,900 or the Honda ZR-V Hybrid 24 build from $51,900. That's a price reduction of $3,000. Plus, get 8 years unlimited kilometre warranty and roadside assist across the entire SUV range. But you'd better hurry. These offers are only available until September 30. T's and C's apply. Test drive at Formula Honda today. Glen Osmond Road, Glen Osmond or North East Road, Modbury.
The SA Weekend Escapes travel voucher giveaway is back. That's right. SA Weekend Escapes is giving away $75 travel vouchers for your next winter getaway at over 20 hotels across South Australia. Think Barossa Valley, Clare Valley, Kangaroo Island, or even a cosy Adelaide CBD stay. It's your voucher, your choice, your escape. So what are you waiting for? Visit saweekendescapes.com.au and grab your $75 travel voucher today. T's and C's apply.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
22 minutes after 4, we're asking Snoop Dogg, does he appeal to you for the grand final? He has been announced as the pre-match entertainment. 8223 0000. We'll take your calls straight after we check your traffic for Rossdale Homes, SA's most trusted. Custom design, fixed pricing and a total peace of mind, because trust is a must.
At Vale Park, slow in all directions of the crash and debris on the road, Harris Road near Ascot Avenue. Northgate Road's partially closed due to a burst water main. Foster's Road near Brookside Street with Dixon was in place. And Gumarack a bit out of town but important. Smashed there Kenton Valley Road near Coleman Road. Roads are closed due to that nasty crash and detours are in place. Got a camera trim operated Seaton. A section of Cross Road will be closed between Anzac Highway and Marion Road for night works tonight. Learn more at tgsp.sa.gov.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Just a question, Timmy. How does old Snoopy boy get an Australian travel visa if he's got a criminal record?
Yeah, it's a good question. Might have to ask the Australian Federal Police on that one.
Well, I hope the AFL has actually...
Back once before, wasn't it?
2007 he had a ban on him. He couldn't come in the country.
Wow.
Yeah. There's quite a few unique home-style food texts, very, very anti.
Yeah, let's go to Rick. Hello, Rick at Clare Valley.
Listen, boys, the hypocrisy is number one on the hit parade.
Yes.
I've got a 6-year-old granddaughter, and this is the crap I've got to keep away from her for the rest of my life. Lady Gaga, never seen her with her pants not around her ankles. Madonna, Miley Cyrus, the women are horrific the way they don't respect themselves. So don't bring Snoop Dogg into this. And our enemy is rugby league. Rugby league has just had a heart attack. They've got to top this.
Okay. Wow. All right. Thanks, Rick. Interesting views. Hello, Dave at Aberfoyle Park, the big Snoop Dogg. What do you think?
G'day, boys. Now, I'm a bit of a music guru, so Tim, you've got your money ahead of you, mate.
Go for it, Dave.
You've already covered his, convictions and Rowey, you've already covered his conviction of that, which we all know, or most of us would know about. You know, he's had no record sales since 1996, okay? He had he sold 35 million albums, 25 million in America, okay? And we've had Kate Perry, who came out and played last year. She sold $121 million record sales. Robbie Williams has sold over 75 million sales, and like I just said, Snoop Dogg has sold 25 million sales in America. Like, he's a nobody. To be quite honest, he's a nobody. And I cannot believe how the powers that be would even think of Snoop Dogg. Where would that come from? Where the frick would that come? And the only thing I want to also say is McLaughlin, our previous head honcho, he said he worked his butt off trying to get the greatest singer of all time, in my opinion, Bruce Springsteen, who sold 150,000 million albums in the world. You know, that's class.
Yeah, Dave, he transcends, doesn't he? Bruce Springsteen. I mean, wouldn't it be great to get him? He's in his 70s at the moment. But I think Snoop Dogg's famous for being infamous, isn't he?
A little bit.
They're stats. What's he done?
And he's through that. He's been on the music videos and the like, but then into some acting. He got into Starsky and Hutch remake and the like. So been in a lot of movies. So
have you seen him on those?
He's done an Uber Eats.
Yeah, he has.
Menulog.
Sorry, Menulog.
Have you seen him on those roasts where they roast Donald Trump?
No.
You want to see him on that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't paint a good picture.
It's just back to, again, I think...
and I don't want to sound white
Rick
because I'm
opened
not.
up with the hypocrisy as the number one chart topper at the moment.
It is.
So.
Hello, Brad.
Hey, mate. Snoop Dogg's probably not my first choice I would go with. I would have gone Jimmy Barnes.
Yes, Jimmy's back up and running.
Is he? He can sing now.
Yeah,
I would have gone Jimmy Barnes. That the AFL were probably short on who they could go for, to be honest.
Okay.
And the other thing I've got to say is I think the Crows Sunday game against West Coast, I think that was good for us to find a way to win. West Coast, no doubt, played probably one of their best games in a long time. But leading up until to this week when we play Collingwood, who have had our measure, I think this sets us really well leading into finals.
Good work, Brad. I reckon they got some learnings from that West Coast game. I think with the Crows, you take away their time and their space, they've got to find another way to play. And teams are going to just get at them. I can just see Geelong getting at them and at them and at them and at them. That's what Hawthorn did in that first quarter. That's what West Coast did last week. They'll learn from that, Brad.
Everybody tries to implement that every week, but it's just getting the whole team to be on that page all at once.
For four quarters. For 4 quarters. Hello, Rudy.
G'day. Snoop Dogg. Really?
Yeah.
Come on. We're Australian. We are the only country in the world that plays this game. Let's get an Aussie band on, like Australian Crawl or something like that.
Yep. I'm with you.
Aussie Crawl, bringing them back.
Wouldn't that be good? James Rain?
I mean, we're dominated by Yanks.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm sort of with you there. Who's Rudy, was it?
Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy. Yeah, good call, Rudy. I think that we can promote our own a bit more. And I know sometimes we've been able to do that where we've brought on a local Aussie band, but we've brought, say it was like an Aussie Crawl or a Cold Chisel, but then they brought the younger act with it. And I like that because then you are sort of broadening out the demo, but also you're promoting Australian artists. I think, if we got this really big and very well-watched event, why not promote your own?
I want to know how he's going to get an Australian travel visa. I hope they looked into that.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. But maybe things.
The dude's a criminal.
Well,
search his pockets, you'd have gunja coming out every orifice.
All right, let's go to Elizabeth. G'day, Andrew.
Andy.
Hello, how are you?
Good, my friend.
That's good. Timmy, here's one for you.
Yeah.
I think with regards to Snoop Dogg, drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that his song?
Andrew. That's his song.
It is his song.
So he's saying, drop it. Yeah.
And if you, the AFL really looking at the demographics of who's actually going to the grand finals. What about some of the older bands? Your Foreigners, your Doobie Brothers. I don't know if they're still all alive or whatever. But surely there's got to be something better than Snoop Dogg.
Andy, it's not only the 100,000 that are there on the day that he can perform in front of and put it on his resume.
It's the viewership.
It's the 5-6 million that are watching it on TV.
Yeah. And that's where I say if you got a chance to promote your own, that's probably the best way to do it. There was a year, I think we looked it up, Sam, when I was looking up old grand finals, 2001 might have been. Geez, the artists that were on that, AC/DC, Powderfinger, it just kept going. I was like, wow, all Aussies.
Yeah. And sometimes that's the best way to go. Have you say 82230000. Snoop Dogg, where does he sit for you? Is he appealing enough for you for grand final day? We'll take more of your calls in the next half hour. Joe Berry to join us after the headlines.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. Westpac is the first of the big banks to drop its interest rates after the RBA's 0.25% cut. Firefighters across SA are set to walk off the job as they push for better pay and improved training. The coalition will formally oppose Labor's decision to recognise Palestinian statehood, and the Crows are set to challenge Rowey Laird's one-match ban at the tribunal. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Afternoon at Vale Park. Delays clearing from the Nelliga crash on Harris Road near Ascot Avenue. Camporeale smash on the Kenton Valley Road near Coleman Road. Roads are closed. That nasty smash and detour was in place. And Virginia, a crash there too to look out for. Ridgeway Road near Old Port Bayfield Road. Got a burst water main at Northgate to look out for. Roads partially closed. Foster's Road near Brookside Street. Got detours in place. And a camera at Days Road, Ferryden Park. Start your journey with a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Save from $10,000 on select GLE models. Visit your nearest retailer today. Limited time only. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Clear tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a high of 17, at the moment 15. More news at 5 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Wild talk that the Prime Minister might be gracing us here in SA with his presence.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
He's heard this algal bloom's starting to become a bit of a story.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Well, he's fixed the Middle East. I guess he can turn his attention to us now.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
He recognised the state of Palestine, now he's going to recognise the state of South Australia.
Indeed.
5AA breakfast.
Is that our first question to him when he comes on the show?
I think it maybe should be.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Hi, I live in an apartment and I need an outdoor blind. Okay, that was weird. Hi, I live in an apartment and I need an outdoor blind. What on earth is going on?
Phantom Screens.
I need an outdoor blind for my apartment.
Sure, we can do that.
Oh, great. The last people I called just laughed at me.
Don't worry, Phantom Screens have a solution just for you.
Ripper.
Phantom Outdoor Blinds.
Experience the very best of over 50s living at Northern Community Residential Village in Penfield. Set in a serene and peaceful setting, Northern Community Residential Village offers a low-maintenance lifestyle amongst a welcoming community of like-minded people. A new release of stunning homes is now selling from just $435,000. Book a tour of the display home today and picture how bright your future could be. Visit ncrv.com.au for more information.
G'day, it's Fitzy here. You know what, I wish my kids would call me a legend, but the actual legends down south are Lamb Solar. South Australia has some of the most expensive electricity prices in the world, an unfortunate fact that Lamb couldn't accept. Lamb is a team of local champions who care about finding the best solar solution for your home. They're honest and they don't do the hard sales thing. So if you're thinking about solar, think LAMM, Lamb, the real legends of the South.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. The National Tiles famous annual winter spend and save is on now. Spend $4,000 will only charge you $2,750, or spend $2,000 will only charge you $1,450, or $1,000 will only charge you $750. Don't miss the National Tiles famous annual winter spend and save on now. So rush into a National Tiles store near you or go online at nationaltiles.com.au now and save. Conditions apply.
People tell us it's much easier, that it costs a lot less. People tell us we remove all the hassles and the water tastes better. More and more people are upgrading to PureTap, better tasting water, scheduled regular filter changes, much more affordable. It all adds up to less cost and better taste.
PureTap, the purest water on tap.
More and more people are upgrading. When will you? Less cost, better tasting water. PureTap, 133502.
At Mamex, we're turning 60. To celebrate, we're giving away 60 selected Bonaire air conditioners over 60 days. To enter, simply get a free quote or come in and see us weekdays at any Mamex store until October 31st and complete an entry form. And you could win one of 60 selected Bonaire air conditioners in our 60-year birthday giveaway.
T's and C's at manix.com.au. SA licence T25/1294.
But hurry, it's for 60 days only.
With so much drama in the LBC.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Somehow, some way, keep coming up.
Timmy's really getting into Snoop Dogg today.
Very good. Very good.
It's just a little bit of fun here on this Tuesday afternoon. We're taking your calls. He has been announced as the entertainment for the AFL Grand Final. Snoop Dogg, 8223 0000, $50 Pals voucher out there if you are a fan and whether you agree with the fact the AFL's gone with Snoop Dogg for the Grand Final. We're going to speak to Scotty Camporeale in Coach's Corner after 5 o'clock tonight. Ben Keys is going to join us on the show as well. But right now, let's head to Alberton, all thanks to our good friends at Sharman Shelving, who've moved their showroom next door into the Big White Building, still at 412 North East Road.
Well, Port Adelaide went down in a heartbreaking loss, 6 points on Saturday night to the Freo Dockers, and it was a bit of a shattering night. We got one of their little stars on the rise, Joe Berry. G'day, Joe.
G'day, guys. How we going?
It was a shattering finish to the night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. I thought we played some pretty good football, and to go down in the last minute of the game was a bit rough, but yeah.
The start was a bit alarming. We didn't kick a goal in that first quarter, but what a turnaround it was in the second term to not only get on top in key areas, but to kick 8 goals as well with the movement.
Yeah, I thought, that first quarter, obviously, I think we're doing a lot of things right, but we just couldn't really get on the scoreboard. But that second quarter, it was really good. We were able to get out of the midfield and get it forward, and we made the most of it.
When you do the reviews and what's not on games like that, did anyone sort of put their hand up and said, "Oh yeah, that was my man that wandered down forward and kicked a goal"?
We did. I suppose we looked at it a bit today and whatnot, but we'll continue to look, I suppose, through it for the rest of the week and just make sure it doesn't
happen again.
Some of those things don't happen again. Yeah.
So it's not only his opponent. We're talking about Pearce, who took that mark with 58 seconds on the clock. You were on the field. There are other players who were there. Is there voice on the field to say, hey, watch out for Pearce, he could jump, or it just happened so quick, Joe?
No, there is always, I think, there's always a lot of communication out in the field. And I think when it comes down to those moments, quality players like Pearce, they know to kind of find a way. And, I suppose he was able to get a jump and run in and obviously, finish the goal.
So was it Mitch's man?
To be honest, I'm not too sure because I think they did a bit of a flip. He might have started forward and whatnot, but I wasn't too sure actually.
I know you don't want to dob anyone in, Joe. You've played 10 games. It's your first year. Let's talk about you, young man. I've enjoyed your 10 games. What have you kicked? 3 goals. You had a terrific game, I thought, on the weekend. 5 tackles, 5 score involvements, 13. How have you enjoyed AFL?
Yeah, it's been, obviously, probably not how we wanted to play as a team, but I think I've just loved everything about it. Just the overall getting out there, playing in front of big crowds, and just the thrill of playing and everything. It's great fun, and then to finish off the next few weeks and really build into pre-season, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, you'll just get better and better. Your body will get used to it. They'll build that up. Do you need to put on weight? Do you know what your work-ons are? Have you sat down with them over this pre-season, what you need to be come round 1 next year? Those conversations will probably happen in the next few weeks. Yep.
But at the moment, it's just what I can do to help us win and really make the most of these next 2 weeks. And I suppose, make sure Trav and Kenny and we can send them off in the right way.
Joe, what surprised you about AFL football?
I think just, suppose, if you're a little bit off or whatnot, you can it just shows just the quality and just how everyone's just a really good player. Everyone's really talented and I think, you just got to be on your A game the whole time and that's probably the biggest thing for me personally, just trying to wrap my head around that. But I think the last few weeks I've been able to be better at that and,
What coaches do you work closely with at Alberton?
Fair few. Obviously Kenny, the head coach, I always, have a chat with Kenny and obviously Chad Corns as the forwards coach, Kari, I was to work through a few things and Also, Jace Williams is the forwards kind of coach. So they're probably the main four I've been spending my time with.
Yeah. I know you guys do your craft stuff, which is the real individual development stuff. Is that where Jason Williams comes in to play with you?
Yeah, I think, Jason and Chad have been really good with just kind of refining a few things and just kind of helping my game and just a few things where they thought I need to work on and I feel like I need to work on. They were able to really help me with some technique stuff and just a bit of repetition and really get to work on it.
Are you the sort of player that Josh Carr's going to like?
Yeah, I think so. I think, I think the way Curry coaches is going to be really good. And I think, if I can just put my best foot forward every week, every session, and that's all I can do.
Brilliant. How many tackles are you averaging inside 50, Joe Berry?
To be honest, I'm not too sure.
I've looked it up. It's 0.7 a game.
Yeah,
right. Come on, Joe. Well, I'm alluding to, I reckon that's one area that Josh Carr is going to demand from you guys next year is that competitive, fiercely determined mongrel. Have you got any mongrel in you, Joe? Is there any mongrel in you?
Yeah, I think a little bit.
Good boy.
Yeah. No, I think when you cross the line, you're playing footy and that's it.
Yeah.
Any opposition players surprise you, Joe, that you played against and you went, gee whiz, he's a good player?
There's a few. I think when I played against Doggies down at Ballarat, Bonson Pally, probably one that I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
But there's every team has very good players, and to play against them, it's pretty cool. So you try to learn a few things, and I tried during the week look at players in similar roles or talk to some of the boys at the club and try to take a few things from them.
Yeah, because, you've been sort of thrown around a bit. You've even had a little bit of time in the middle, but you've played wing, half forward and the like. So just wondering if you've seen any of those sort of opposition players. You go, gee, look at his work rate, when he's on the wing and what he does. Is that something that you take in? Are you that sort of player?
A little bit, but I think, obviously I just try to take a few things, but I still want to just bring it back to myself and what I need to do. But you can always take a few things from other players, but you don't want to change up your game too much because
it's all with your strengths.
Yeah.
You do you, Joe. You play your one-woods. Travis Boak, you mentioned him fleetingly. We all know the star on the field, but it's that role model off that's going to be the miss. What's he been to you in the short term and time you've been there, Joe?
Yeah, Trav's obviously a champion on and off the field, and I think ever since I come to the club, Trav's always been someone I could just kind of go to and have a bit of a chat, about footy, not about footy. But I think he's always just a great ear for support, and he will be definitely missed, I reckon, next year. He's been amazing, and
I'll just keep his number in your phone, mate. Simple as that. Hey, we've got 2 games left. We've got Carlton at Marvel. It's a game we can definitely win, and it'd be nice to finish off with 2 wins, Joe.
Yeah, most certainly. We'll definitely go into this week and review what we need to do and have a look at Carlton. But I think just really, these next 2 weeks, really enjoy them and make sure we build into pre-season and 2026 really well.
Young Joe Berry, I just picked up the paper. Your sport page 50. Powers Berry, as in Berry, good signs. Have you read it?
No, actually, I haven't read it. It was a pretty early start this morning at the club, so I haven't had much time to kind of sit down, but right.
Mate, you need to get the advertiser, cut it out and send it to Mum.
Yeah, well, Mum does like to read those kind of things.
Hey, Powers, very good signs. And then on the back page, where is it? The back of the sport. Where is it? Hang on. Some very good signs for Port's car future. They love a play on words, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what they're like.
You know what I do, Joe? Don't bother cutting out the puns. Leave those alone.
Well done, mate.
All the best for the remaining 2 games, but also for a massive pre-season to get us back up at the top.
No, thanks, Guy. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's Joe Berry. First year of AFL footy. He's probably
10
going to end up
games.
with You'd probably end up with a dozen.
You take that.
And absolutely. And now knows exactly where the future lies. So, Joe Berry, our guest.
All thanks to Sharman Shelving, who have moved their showroom next door into the big white building. They're still at 412 North East Road. We'll get back to your calls, but here's your traffic.
Afternoon at Vale Park, delays clearing from that earlier crash in Harris Road near Ascot Avenue. Virginia, another collision, Ridgeway Road near Old Port Wakefield Road, and Northgate Road's partially closed due to a burst water main. Fosters Road near Brookside Street got detours in place. Camporeale smash on Kenton Valley Roads doing clean-ups near Coleman Road with roads closed due to that crash. Detours in place with the camera at Jetty Road, Largs Bay. Red Hot 2-for-1 Asia cruises have docked at Flight Centre. Double the fun for half the price. Hurry, on sale until August 17. Book now at Flight Centre. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. The Lynn Andrews team have seen a lot of change in real estate over the past 50 years, but one thing remains unchanged: our passion to help people invest in their future. To build strong property portfolios in either the residential or the commercial sectors. Our commitment to property investment over the years means we have a wealth of knowledge to share. We're here to help you. Visit lynandrews.com.au.
We open our doors to people we trust and care about. And for over 90 years, South Australians have been opening their doors to Rest Haven. In turn, we've been opening doors to an easier, better life at home. From personal care to help with the shopping and social outings, you'll welcome the care that Rest Haven brings.
For 125 years, Calvary has walked beside South Australians through life's most personal moments with quiet strength, deep compassion and unwavering care. Whether it's lending a hand at home or in hospital or providing comfort in later years, Calvary's people bring heart to every interaction. In every home, in every story, Calvary continues to be a steady, reassuring presence, a legacy of care shaped by those we serve. Calvary, celebrating 125 years of caring for the South Australian community.
At Coles, you can save with great half-price specials on snacks, like half-price Smith's Crinkle Cut potato chips, 150 to 170 grams, now just $2.50. Shop in store or online at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
If it takes the local footy team to help move that dragging, scraping, sliding door of yours,
Put your back into it, fellas.
call Rollerco instead. Rollerco have the parts you need to make it slide again with just one finger. And in most cases, have those parts delivered to your door within 24 hours. Rollerco.com.au. They'll get you rolling.
Right, everyone out.
Rollerco.com.au.
Things are heating up at Adelaide's largest selection of fireplaces, the Home of Fire. Get up to 50% off wood, gas and electric heating and check out their outdoor kitchens.
Home of Fire for all your flaming needs.
The Home of Fire, 126 McGill Road, Norwood.
This year, enjoy Christmas on board a Holiday Wonders 6-day rail holiday, departing Sunday 21st December 2025. Enjoy relaxed travel in premium class on the overland train to Geelong, including most meals and a special Christmas lunch. Make memories to last a lifetime with one of the best value Christmas getaways ever. Take in the views of the beautiful Macedon Gardens and the ranges in Queenscliff and Port Arlington. Visit holidaywonders.com.au to book your Christmas getaway today.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
10 minutes to 5. Scotty Camporeale joins us in Coach's Corner every Tuesday at 5 o'clock, so that is coming up. Speak to Ben Keys, Brock Feeney from the Supercars, Ned McHenry, but it's all about your calls. We're asking about Snoop Dogg, yes or no for the grand final, 8223 0000.
Bit of hoochie.
Yeah, we've got a unique home-style food text. Just your callers are proving my point that I'm about to make. So many dinosaurs calling and complaining about Snoop Dogg. The younger generation is what we will keep the sport alive in the future. And Snoop is for the younger crowd. I'm looking forward to his performance. His performances with Dr. Dre and Eminem at the Super Bowl were awesome, says Sean.
Well, there's no doubt about that. That is fact.
Yeah.
But what about the hypocrisy?
It's more that.
Of the AFL backing in a bloke that has been in jail. He's a criminal.
And because Jason came in with his text saying, well, Essendon got in massive repercussions over the drug supplement violation, although we still don't know what that was. Then a convicted drug user for marijuana is welcome to head the biggest day in AFL. Go figure.
Yeah. Well, listen to these words. Set it up, Timmy.
Well, I will, because I think... Leith Forrest was very quick to act when this morning, Graham Goodings on his morning show just read out a series of lyrics. Now, I'm not sure.
The lyrics.
This is the lyrics to Andrew Dillon's favourite
song.
Favourite song.
Correct. And he was reading them out word for word, which I reckon he might have been able to skip a couple of them, but he went through with it. And Leith was like lightning and quickly put the Snoop Dogg song behind it. So it sounds like.
But this is about the lyrics.
Graham's going to have to play trademark for sampling Snoop Dogg. Have a listen.
2 in the morning and the party's still jumping 'cause my mama ain't home. I got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. I got a pocket full of rubbers, and my homeboys do too, so turn off the lights and close the doors. So what do you want to do?
So his mum...
I'm sorry I'm laughing. I'm sorry I'm laughing.
But his mum is not home. That's his partner or wife. He's got...
and there's all sorts of things happening.
Bitches coming around and it's all
there's all sorts of things happening.
And I guess I bet you they'd be having a bit of marijuana, wouldn't they?
I can't get Graham out of my head.
No.
How's he gone to where? It's my question.
And they'd be eating marijuana cookies or cakes and all that sort of stuff.
Let's go to Holden Hill. Dean, what do you think of the Snoop Dogg coming to town?
Not a big fan, guys. I'm actually a bit of a think out of the square type of person.
Yep.
Channel 7 hold the rights to Australian Idol and also The Voice. So why wouldn't they have a cross-promotion? Because AFL Grand Final Day is solely on Channel 7. It's not on Foxtel or KO. So why not have the winner of Australian Idol and the winner of Voice do the pre-match and halftime entertainment? And one could do a 5-song set, then at halftime they do a 3-song set. You get both of them in, and then it's on their resume or their CV that they performed in front of 100,000 people and keep it in Australia. And the big money that we want to spend to import all these has-beens, we all go back to Meatloaf and whatever, all these has-beens, why not give it to a local up-and-coming talent and sort of put the money back in the Australian economy?
Love it.
Big tick on that one, Dino. Well played, mate.
Great idea.
Promoting, again, local talent and
love it.
Big stage, and they've probably proven themselves throughout that process in both those to be able to sing.
Now I'm not against a world artist being in Australia, like Robbie Williams. He was actually here, and then last year Taylor Swift. That's great. Meatloaf,
Katy Perry.
That went a little bit south. Or Katy Perry, but Snoopy, the old Snoop Burger.
Yeah, there's a few things there. We'll ask Michael at Newton. What are you thinking of the Snoop Dogg, Michael?
Hey, Stephen. Hey, Tim. How are you?
Good, my friend. Good.
Very good. Look, I think text before stole my thunder a little bit, where he did suited more that demographic, 30 to 55. That's sort of my era. That's where we grew up. That's great. He's good.
Yeah.
You're going to be hard pressed to find a musical artist that hasn't had troubles at some stage. Stephen, I think Rolling Stones is one of your favourite bands.
Me? Oh, yeah, I don't mind them. I don't really have a favourite band. I have a favourite artist.
Keith Richards doesn't really mind, sort of get. But look, that's besides me. I'd scrap. I would scrap the pre-time entertainment.
Right.
But that is all when we're getting a beer and a palming.
Yep.
And no one really gives a stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I think most people sit home and watch it, don't they, Michael?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really. We're busy getting a beer, getting other things.
All right.
I'm not, but Rowey, as a port support, I've got one thing to say to you.
Oh, please, Michael, please. This will be good.
Keep it up. Don't stop. I think you're brilliant.
Oh.
I know I'm going to get hung, drawn and quartered for saying that, but
you will.
I'm passionate about your club and I like it.
No, well done, Mike. Appreciate that, mate. You don't get many bouquets in this game, and you don't expect them. And I didn't expect that.
You are stunned.
They came from nowhere.
You actually put your boxing gloves on. He inserted the mouth guard and went, come on. You want to go, do you?
Jimmy, I thought he might have had a little...
Yeah.
Might have had a little Scooby between his fingers.
Barney.
Hey, Barney.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Hey, listen, I love music of all genres. I go to Gov quite often to see live gigs, etc. I'm 59 years of age. I've got a mate who's a DJ. His daughter is into a band, and I'm into the band, and so is my mate. It's called Birds of Tokyo, Australian band.
Yeah, but don't
Mate, they are a ripper of a band, and I think they would cover almost every genre of Australian music.
They have played, I reckon.
Yeah, they have.
AFL Day, I reckon, grand final day. I reckon they might have.
Well, they're even better. They're even better today,
Well, they would be.
guys.
They would be.
Well, Barney, well done. We're getting a lot of nominations for them.
Yeah.
On our
2021.
A lot of
It's 21, was it?
Was
Was that recent? Wow. Yeah, they're very good, though. That's a Perth band.
They even played at the 2013, I think, as well there. It's the grand final party. So they've had a couple of great...
ACDC would have been best for this year. They're going to be in Australia.
Yeah, I'm not sure at September whether they're here. I'm not sure whether they're here then, but...
Anyway, we got the big gunja smoking Snoop Dogg.
He's the man.
Yeah, so keep having your say. We're loving your calls and opinions on this. 8223 0000 is the number to call. We're going to speak to Ben Keys after the news and Scotty Camporeale in Coach's Corner straight after this.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Get out there and give it heaps in the new Mazda BT50. Take on the toughest terrain and the biggest weekends in the top-of-the-range Mazda BT50 SP, now from $67,990 drive away. Or get the job done with the worksite-ready BT50 XT 4x4 dual-cab pickup, now from $54,990 drive away. Visit your local Mazda dealer and drive away today. T's and C's apply. See Mazda.com.au for details.
When it comes to flooring, you've got the world at your feet at Floor World. Floor World has serious purchasing power, keeping prices low on a huge range of flooring options. There's wool and synthetic carpets, engineered timber flooring, laminate, hybrid and vinyl flooring, even plantation shutters and blinds. Visit one of our 4 locations at Jebbs Cross Homemaker HQ, 1027 Port Road, Cheltenham, 60 The Parade in Norwood and Manopara Shopping Centre HQ. Plus, mention this ad for 15% off.
Are you or someone you know living with epilepsy? 1 in 25 Australians will develop epilepsy at some stage in their lives. The Epilepsy Centre in Adelaide is dedicated to raising awareness in the community to reduce the stigma and create a more welcoming and inclusive society. We do this by providing epilepsy awareness and seizure first aid to people living with epilepsy, their families and friends. Thanks to state government funding, we can offer this education at no cost. For more information, go to epilepsycentre.org.au.
Whatever you cook, from a toasty to a 3-course meal. Whatever you bake, from a sponge cake to a sourdough. Whoever you entertain, a partner, friends or family. Shop at the new Kitchen Warehouse store on Paynham Road, open now. Our second South Australian store features big brands like Le Creuset, KitchenAid, Magimix, ScanPan and Smeg, plus expert advice from our team. Visit the new Paynham store today or shop at kitchenwarehouse.com.au.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to get free installation? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? 2, the largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers and get free installation on your cabinets with laminate bench tops. For a limited time, of course. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
Experience the romantic rivers of France with scenic luxury cruises and tours and Phil Hoffman Travel. Explore the historic beauty of Normandy and gems of the Seine, beautiful Bordeaux or the spectacular south of France in all-inclusive ultra-luxury on board an 11-day scenic river cruise. Book now for included economy flights or upgrade to business, plus enjoy a bonus luxury hotel stay from $8,195 per person twin share. Offer ends August 31st. Visit pht.com.au.
The very latest news and information. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Clear tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a high of 17. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig.
Sportal, cutting-edge sports hardware and software for elite and community clubs.
Borrowing costs have been trimmed by 0.25%, reducing interest rates to their lowest level in 2 years. The Reserve Bank has eased the official cash rate to 3.6%. The decision is on the back of lower inflation, but also concern the economy is stagnating. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers says the average mortgage holder is better off.
This means 3 interest rate cuts in the space of 6 months. This is very welcome relief. It will put more money in the pockets of people who are under pressure. And the 3 cuts this year together are about $330 a month, or almost $4,000 a year.
All of the big 4 banks have now confirmed they'll pass on the rate cut to some of their customers. Firefighters across SA are set to strike as they push for better pay and improved training. Their union will hold a meeting on Thursday to decide when the industrial action will take place. But Emergency Services Minister Emily Burke says they'll keep on negotiating with the union.
The UFU obviously are advocating for their members, and that's a good thing. But we will continue those conversations.
Police are seeking public help to identify a late-model black sedan and 2 men responsible for the firebombing of a Findon vape shop yesterday. Vaping on Findon Road was gutted around 3 a.m. and adjoining stores severely damaged. CCTV footage shows a car believed to be a BMW with a sunroof stop in front of the premises. 2 men get out with a red jerry can before a flash, and then they quickly jump back in and drive away. Police are seeking any witnesses or anyone who may have dash cam footage from around that time, or information about anyone with unexplained burns. The Prime Minister's ramping up criticism of his Israeli counterpart as he defends his decision to formally recognise a Palestinian state. More from Zach De Silva.
Anthony Albanese says he decided to recognise Palestinian statehood in part because he's frustrated with Israel's actions in Gaza. He's singled out Benjamin Netanyahu's decision to occupy Gaza City, saying it'll only make the situation worse. Mr Albanese says the Israeli PM isn't listening to his Western allies.
In denial about the consequences for innocent people.
Opposition leader Susan Lee says Australia should not recognise Palestine right now because it only rewards the terror group Hamas.
It does not deliver a 2-state solution. It does not improve the flow of aid.
Israeli officials agree, but the Palestinian Authority says recognition is a historic step forward.
SA's following New South Wales lead in introducing mandatory training for hospitality staff. The state government will introduce training to combat sexual harassment and drink spiking in venues. Consumer Affairs Minister Andrea Michaels says they have the sector's support.
The industry's actually been really good in progressing this. So the AHA have their own voluntary training as well. They introduced that last year. We worked with them on that. So certainly from the AHA perspective, they are very keen to come on board with this.
And SA is dealing with a record number of sewage blockages. There were 5,132 in the past financial year. That's up around 800 on the previous 12 months. Elizabeth North, Hackham West and Morford Vale are the biggest trouble spots. And it's not just non-flushable items disrupting the system. Tree roots and underground pipes remain the leading cause of blockages. Turning to 5AA Sport.
Meet Crows Ben Keys and Port's Alira Lear at Sports Card World's Trade Day this Sunday at Regent Arcade.
Graham Wright has made a frank assessment about Carlton's list as the incoming chief executive announces changes to the Blues football department. Eddie Summerfield reports.
As Tom de Koning and Jack Silvani look to explore free agency, Carlton's incoming chief executive Graham Wright had this assessment of the Blues list.
We haven't got enough good players. We're like every team, we want more good players.
Brad Lloyd will depart as football manager at the end of the year after 7 seasons at Princes Park, as Wright strongly denied the club contacted anyone to replace Michael Voss as coach.
Are you serious? No, 100% no.
While AFL boss Andrew Dillon was promoting Snoop Dogg playing at this year's grand final, the league chief remains confident of the Tasmanian team going ahead, with stadium permits expected to progress soon.
I think we're talking, it's not weeks, but it could be less, it could be months.
Essendon's Dylan Shields says he thought he was in a one-on-one contest as he fights a rough conduct charge for pushing an opponent into a marking contest. The Crows' Rowey Laird will also front the tribunal tonight, seeking to overturn his one-match ban. And Liam Baker will captain the West Coast Eagles against the Bulldogs with Liam Duggan suspended. It coincides with Baker's 150th AFL game. And the Adelaide Thunderbirds have signed a new goal shooter after the retirement of Romelda Aiken-George. South African international Elmire Vandenberg will pull on the pink dress next season. She joins other goalies Lauren Frew and Georgie Horges. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
At Norwood, a Carvey motorcycle, Sydenham Road near the Parade. Virginia, crash to look out for. Ridgeway Road near Old Port Wakefield Road. And Camporeale, a smash on Kenton Valley Road near Coleman Road. Nasty crash, the roads are closed and detours are still in place. Northgate Road's partially closed due to a burst water main. Foster's Road near Brookside Street got detours in place there. And a Camera Terrace at Lockleys. Guzmani Gomez's chicken mini meal, a big eats at a mini price. Mini chicken burrito with free-range chicken fries and drink, just $12. Grab yours today at GYG. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, heading for 17. Mostly sunny on Thursday up to 20, then showers on Friday 17 and showers continuing on Saturday down to 14. At the moment 14. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, rate relief. What today's decision means for you. Full coverage at 6. See the moment a carjacking victim tries to stop an alleged thief at Athol Park. Why SA's firefighters are threatening to stop working. Police reveal Adelaide's tobacco wars have flared again. And the AFL Grand Final Entertainment Act revealed. 9 News. Your news. Nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 now.
Stay informed, get involved. 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
7 minutes after 5 on this Tuesday evening. Still to come on the show, Ben Keys from the Adelaide Crows. We'll catch up with Ned McHenry in the studio and Brock Feeney, the winner of the Supercars Sprint Cup, as we head closer to the Enduro part of the season. And your calls, 8223 0000. And if you're near a screen, switch on right now to the Wayville Hyundai live stream. We are currently streaming on Facebook and YouTube because it's time to welcome in the birthday boy.
On the 5AA Sports Show, this is Coach's Corner with Scott Camporeale. Thanks to unique homestyle foods, proudly baking for hundreds of South Australian businesses for 35 years. Greatness in the making.
Well, I think Sam blew that. I was going to say, has it been a big week in the Camporeale farm? And then you were meant to say, well, why do you mean, Rowey? Then I would have said, well, is it someone's birthday? And then you would have said, well, it might have been my 50th happy birthday.
Well done, mate. Thank you.
Now, Matty B's here, Unique Homestyle Foods.
Wowzers.
That is the best cake I have ever seen. Matty, jump in, mate. Jump in there with Timmy.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see you.
Matty's the owner of Unique Homestyle Foods. Matty, thank you firstly for your support of the show and the live stream and for Campo, because without your support we wouldn't have Campo.
No,
but, mate, that is one of the nicest cakes I've ever seen.
I did it myself, Rowey.
Yeah. Did you?
Well, in the spare 30 seconds you have during the day. About it and whipped it together.
Jeez. Turn it around, Timmy.
Man,
so it's got Carlton on it, it's got Essendon on it, it's got the Crows on it, it's got the kids, it's got your photos. Oh, my God. And a microphone. It's a microphone. Oh, that is great. Well, Campo, happy 50th, mate.
Thank you. Glad to get to that milestone. Well, hopefully there's a few more to come. But, yeah, thank you, Matty. That's right, mate. He's a good mate of mine. He's a good friend. Look, we haven't seen each other for 6 months. But, we put this together. Thank you. And, yeah, it organically evolved over the case of a week.
Oh, it's an organic cake.
It's an organic cake. It's probably gluten-free
that's
as well.
So is it all show no go, or is there actually some cake in there?
No, the top two are cake, evidently, and the bottom one's no go.
Yeah.
So get on the live stream. The top one's a Sharon. As good at, I mean, you can nearly pick that off and kick it.
It's all my favourite things. Footy.
Yeah, golf.
3 clubs that I played for and coached, and then golf at the bottom.
There you go. Now, I heard you had a good round this week.
Now I've got a score.
Hang on.
Very good.
This is yesterday that this came through to me and said, are you talking to Campo tomorrow? I said, oh, yeah, why? He said he has had a cracking round. And I said, oh, really? What did he do? He said he parred the first 9.
At Grange?
At Grange, parred the first 9.
Yeah.
Wow. And then only 4 over for the back 9.
Yeah, well, yeah.
4 over for the day.
What are you doing here, mate?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, as Bix used to say, the blind squirrel finds a nut occasionally.
Yeah, and you found one.
And I did. But I've been in awful form before that.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
I don't talk about that.
So did you have a couple of chip-ins, hit the flag, rolled in and...
Well, normally, there's 3 parts: your long game, your irons, and then putting and short game. I probably only ever get 1 right in my. But yesterday, I managed to get all 3.
Well, happy 50th, mate.
Thank you.
And Matty, you're a star.
Thank you,
Thank you for your support, mate. Well done.
He's exceptional, that cake.
It is.
Oh.
Wowzers.
Have you got a knife? Don't you meant to make a wish and all that sort of stuff? Or?
Look, I made it here very quickly today. It was a 10-minute window we came. But no. No.
Well, Matty, well done. Unique Homestyle Foods, a South Australian company. And make sure you support them, Matty. Thank you very much. Well, let's get down to business. Let's talk footy. Did Crows get dealt a wake-up call, or they simply just dodged a bullet? Or both?
It's interesting.
Thanks, Matty.
Thank you, mate.
Matty's leaving the building. Bit like Elvis. He's got a ring on his finger as big as Elvis's. What's that ring? Is it a...
It's a special one that he's got that... represents him and his family and all that sort of stuff.
It looks like there's a few diamonds on it, some rubies.
Rubies? Who has rubies these days? Sapphires.
Anyway, let's talk footy. Let's talk footy, mate.
Yes. Look, at the end of the day, I was thinking about it because I was watching it, and I was thinking, geez, they've been up for a while though. That's probably part of it. And I think the good thing is the fact that they did get challenged, they didn't drop it, because it could have been one of those ones that you just go, wow, what happened? Yeah. But I thought West Coast, to their credit, played some really good football.
They did.
And if you have a look at some of their, so I had a bit of a look at the game. If I move this cake,
Timmy, can you just move this cake? We might need 3 people in a forklift to get it out of here.
Well, no, part of it was, it was only the 3rd time that they lost the game through turnover score.
We were calling that in the call.
So for a majority of the year, so the only other times was Collingwood, believe it or not, when they lost earlier in the year at the G, and Hawthorn only by 6 points, which was that really wet day down in Tassie. They only scored, turnover was 34 to 53. So West Coast actually got hold of them on the turnover game, but the clearance, they were able to turn it into more of a clearance game, which West Coast aren't great at that phase of the game anyway. So for me, it was one of those ones that, geez, they've been up for a while. They've won 10 of their last 11, and it's a bloody tough competition. You just see Collingwood have just dropped 4 of the last 5. You saw Brisbane drop 1, Sydney. Against Sydney. It's just that type of season from 1 to 9, really even. You just got to be a little bit off. I don't think, they didn't prepare, any worse or anything like that.
Attacked.
They just, West Coast have got nothing to lose. And when you play sometimes against those teams, they've, it's a bit of a free swing, isn't it?
They were 222. They averaged 222 pressure points for the entire game. Now, that's like good. Finals like it.
Absolutely.
Are we too reliant? Is it unhealthy? Or is it too reliant on someone's brilliance to get us over the line? Or in September you need them. Now, this week it was Riley Thilthorpe, and it was Dawson the week before in the second quarter. Then it was Rankin in the... We are getting out of trouble with sheer brilliance. And that forward line's conversion is keeping them in games. Is that unhealthy?
Well, I don't sort of subscribe to that, because you think of over the course of the year, if you were doing that and your numbers are out of whack in terms of how the game's being played around the contest or your turnover game or your stoppage game. But I just think you hear a lot of coaches talk about moments in games, but you've got to have 90% of the game on your terms to get it to that moment. Now, the good players do stand up. And that's what they get paid for, and that's why they are. So you could go across, any game over the weekend that was close, and you'd sit there and go, geez, that was a moment that they either kicked a goal or they didn't kick a goal. But ultimately, it was Riley's term. It's been Isaac. It's been Jordan Dawson. I think they've got the flexibility that some of those guys, even the week before when we saw what Tex and Isaac were able to do to win the game, against Hawthorn. that just adds to the confidence of the group. But I think system is more important than individuals, when it comes to that. And I think their system, the way they're playing for across the whole year, and some of those individual players are going to help get across the line. But I don't think they're reliant on that.
No. So 4 points in the bank. They said a game of percentage clear. Don't dwell on it too much. But for other clubs, so let's just call it Chris Scott from Geelong, they worry me. He'd be sitting back looking at the times where the Crows have been challenged. And he'd be going, the way to get them is to get at them. Take away their time and space.
Yep. It's time and space. It's also not allowing their uncontested possession. I've been on that for majority of the year.
Yep.
They're a break-even contest team, but and they win their fair share. And you don't have to win by 20 every week. We've said that a lot during the year. But as soon as you take away their uncontested part of their game, and I'd be staggered if Craig McRae doesn't focus in on that this week to help Collingwood get back into some form as well, because Collingwood rely heavily on their turnover game. They're going through a bit of the same thing. So since round 18, where they've lost 4 of their last 5, they're 12th in scoring from turnover and scoring from stoppage.
Ooh.
But if you have a look across the year, they're sort of top 3, top 4. So they've dropped away.
So it's a bit misleading for the last month.
Correct. So you sit there and you go, well, what am I going to do to take away? I think still clearance is important, and because as I said last week, you don't want to be reliant on a turnover game and losing field position and trying to score against the best defensive teams in the comp, which is what Collingwood are.
Haven't beaten Collingwood for 9 years. In the last 3 games by less than a kick. We're due.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
This is the one. Well, they win this game Saturday night. They lock away the minor premier.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, top 2. That is massive.
It's. I don't know, because I got the coaches. I got the coaches hat on. I don't prescribe to, over the last 10 games, because
different
they're never
teams,
the same,
different
never
times.
team, different coaching philosophy, change of style. The opposition you play against is exactly that as well. So for me, it's about what they're going to do on this week, on Saturday night. So I think they had, you could say a bit of a wake-up call, but I don't think they were off.
No.
I just thought that West Coast played it at a really high level and asked them a question, but they were still good enough to win.
That's it.
Port Adelaide, a bit of a heartbreaking loss in the end. I was just wondering, did somebody not follow down Pearce?
I hadn't seen behind the goals, but I was watching it, Timmy, because I was interested in watching what Port were doing, and I was cheering them on. I actually wanted them to win, but I had a look, and I just don't know whether. Was it Ollie Lord was his direct opponent at the centre bounce?
Ollie was playing back. And he came from obviously defence. And it happened during, because they had a centre bounce and the ball was sort of bobbling around, all the rest of it. It's somewhere in that minute he has decided, I'm going to go forward. Now, who didn't? My question is, who was his direct opponent at that stage and probably didn't think anything of it, or I'm going to get it on the way back?
Possibly. Yeah, and that's one of those ones where really important that your reviewers are coaching you there going, well, from a Fremantle point of view, let's play an extra number forward, because normally the other teams go, no, we're going to send a forward behind the ball. Now, sometimes that can happen as well, that your forward who goes behind the ball, then the defender tries to even it up because they don't want to give you the extra number behind the ball. So that they're not, I guess, used to playing as a defender. So they go and fill some space rather than actually going to defend the ball. But I just saw on the replay, I reckon Connor Rowey was the closest one that allowed him to jump.
It was the closest one to him.
But it's so difficult now from a player.
He started on the ball.
Yeah, but what I was saying, though, Timmy, is the fact that he could have just put an arm across him just to not allow him to jump at the ball.
Does he get done for blocking?
Correct, so it's this 50-50 one, because I felt sorry for him, because I think he knew, I should have done
sort of grabbed him. He thought about it.
But he goes, geez, if I give away a free kick here, it's even worse. Yeah. So it's what's the lesser of two evils, I suppose. But unless you go to behind the goals, and we haven't got that facility.
Well, they got beat up in that first quarter in all the numbers that we normally, complain about. They reversed it in the second and got it back and were able to kick 8 goals out of it, which I was saying to the lads late last week when we were talking about Riley Thilthorpe's year, and at that stage I think he'd kicked 48 and Mitch had kicked 51. How big a year is that playing in a forward pocket in a side that's only won 8 games?
Well, I liken it to what Nick Larkey did at North Melbourne.
Yeah.
Was it 2 years ago where they were bottom of the ladder pretty much?
right.
And he's still, I think he was All-Australian. Did he make All-Australian or close to it? He was definitely in the 40. And lack of entries, you know, getting in there and making the most of it. And albeit...
I think we had 33 against Geelong.
Yeah.
He was All-Australian in 2023.
So that was the year that, you know, so a great individual effort to be able to do that. And he's taken that forward group. He just needs a bit of support, Timmy.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go to the
done.
break.
Now-
Sure, Tony from Bondi's waiting.
Well, yeah. And we're going to talk about Snoop Dogg. Have a little think about the old Snoop Dogg. Now, if you're ever on McGill Road North, there's a place on the right-hand side as you're heading out of town called the House of Fire.
Home of Fire. Yeah.
Same.
That's
House,
right.
home.
When you have the clients in the building, it's good to get them.
Well, they're
right.
just behind us. That's what. But again, what have I written
The
down
Home
there?
of
What have I
Fire.
written down there?
I can't even read your handwriting.
Home.
No, I can't see it.
I'm bloody dyslexic. I've written home and I've said, well, anyway, so before. Anyway, the team's there. Welcome. Fantastic. We do that Monday, don't we?
Yes. Who's the heat on?
Who's the heat on?
the
And
heat
then
on?
come grand final week, giving away a $10,000 package, which is superb. So anyway, the team's here. After the break, we're going to talk about the old Snoop Dogg.
All thanks to Unique Homestyle Food.
big
We're in Coach's
Snoopy-doopy
Corner
doo.
with Campo. Let's check your traffic.
Afternoon at Norwood, wrapping up a car and motorcycle collision, Sydenham Road near the Parade. Virginia, also a crash getting wrapped up there, Ridgeway Road near Old Port Wakefield Road, and Gummeraka, a smash on Kenton Valley Road near Coleman Road. Roads are closed due to the crash and detours in place. Busy right now at Tapley's Hill Road, Glenelg North with the camera, Jetty Road at Largs Bay. Drive away in the latest Sprinter van from 69,900 and take your business to the next level with Mercedes-Benz Unley Vans. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
He's one of the most decorated AFL players in recent history.
Bartel.
Catch Cats Premiership legend Jimmy Bartel talking footy each week with Rowey and Timmy G. Thanks to Statesman Windows, Adelaide's most trusted boutique window company. SA family owned and operated since 1980.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. OK, the end of financial year might be done and dusted, but at Mawson Lakes Mazda, the deals aren't. All makes, models and colours are being cleared, no exceptions. And there's a huge range of locate demos all ready for immediate delivery. Plus, you'll get free on roads, free stamp duty, free 12 months rego and $500 worth of accessories. Mawson Lakes Mazda, Salisbury Highway, T's and C's apply.
Rosanna Mangiarelli here on 7 News. From cocaine conviction to comeback plans, David Spears' eyes of return to politics. Interest rate cut, all your expert analysis, and the global rapper locked in for the AFL Grand Final.
Hello, darlings. Celebrate the festive season in style at this year's Cabaret Christmas at Adelaide Convention Centre. A spectacular lineup of show-stopping entertainment with Adelaide's hottest party bands and, best of all, me, Hans, your MC. So gather your workmates or your friends as we toast the season with an all-inclusive 3-course dinner package. Don't miss Cabaret Christmas. Book now via the Adelaide Convention Centre website.
Now, you're going to love this, Rowey. Things are heating up at the Adelaide's largest selection for wood, gas and electric fireplaces, the Home of Fire. Yes, if you haven't visited that showroom at 126 McGill Road, Norwood, you better go and do it now. It was sensational. We've been there. We loved it. And I am mesmerised by the fire, but I'm also even more mesmerised by the outdoor kitchens.
You go through and turn right and then your eyes light up like a Christmas tree. Seriously, look, if you're building, renovating, extending or even just planning to update your heating, now's the time to check them out. The Home of Fire has a huge savings across a massive range of fireplaces. Now, you're right, Timmy. Wood, gas or electric log fireplaces, they're up to 50% off.
50%?
Now's the time. Now's the time. And while you're there, check out their stunning outdoor kitchens. It's a must all year round. And I've been saying it for a while about the Home of Fire. Everyone can afford one and deserves one. Get in there and you'll have a look at them and you'll get one.
And these fires, they don't smoke like Snoop Dogg. I tell you, they are just clean as. They are very clean.
I think they do.
Oh, what's better than watching the footy on a cold night? Warm fire, cooking up a feast on that outdoor kitchen? Nothing. Check out the Home of Fire, 126 McGill Road, Norwood.
At Town & Country Mattresses and Beds, we custom build comfort. From
From electric adjustable beds to aged care and NDIS supported options, we've been helping South Aussies sleep better for over 30 years. And because we offer factory direct prices, you'll get more for your money. Plus, we'll beat any written quote. Visit our family-owned team today at 68 Research Road, Paraka. Town and Country Mattresses and Beds. Sleep made personal. Find your better night's sleep at Town and Country Mattresses and Beds.
Life's a journey. As you grow older, every step should bring you more of what you want. And at ECH, they understand that. As one of SA's largest retirement living and home care providers, ECH offers more in every sense. More help at home, more support with your health, or the perfect new home to downsize to. ECH won't tell you where you should be, but they'll always support you to get more out of life. Visit ech.asn.au or call ECH today. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
25 minutes after 5 here on this Tuesday. We are in Coach's Corner with a little bit of a flavour of Snoop Dogg today, which has been the topic all the way through the day. The tribunal is deliberating on Shield. Very soon we'll hear Rory Laird take the podium and go through his challenge for the one-match ban.
Medium to low.
See how they go.
Is this Snoopy now?
Sure is.
Crank him up.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, that's the
end of it.
He's finished.
So do you reckon when he performs he has a Scooby?
No.
No.
He's
so when every time he's been on a stage, he's not been on any illicit drugs.
I couldn't tell you whether that's true or not.
Yeah.
What does Campo think of Snoop Dogg on Grand Final day?
Look, I'm all for international acts. My ultimate one, if you ask me who would I really want, Coldplay would be the one for me.
Wow, that's good.
It's a ripper.
That would be would be the one that I would love. His performances and stuff. I've been lucky enough to go to a couple of his concerts, and he would be electric on Grand Final.
So you're obviously very comfortable in your relationship then.
I don't get that gag.
Oh, that was the biggest viral video for.
He's not on social media,
no,
so
true.
he wouldn't know.
The CEO of a company got caught out cheating with some of the...
Remember they went around with a kiss cam?
My wife did show me that. Actually, that is a very funny gag then, Timmy.
Just the delay.
5 minutes later.
Yeah. It's nearly as funny as the Snoop Dogg one with the fires in it.
Classic.
Hello, Josh at Parra Hills.
G'day, fellas. Happy birthday, Campo.
Thank you, Josh.
Guys, my face is hurting. You guys today, firstly, you threw young Berry to the walls. That was a bit of a chuckle. I'm sure Daniel Norton had his hands in his face listening to that interview.
No, he's a lovely lad. We were just,
No, it's all right. It's all in good fun. And then that Graham Goodings recital of Snoop Dogg, that was good. I had tears coming out my eyes. Absolute classic. You need to put that on some sort of like podcast or, download that. Look, I'll call it. I do have his albums and I listen to his stuff on Spotify, but it's not what the AFL is promoting and what throughout the year.
No,
it's not the right fit, and I'm fully behind what you guys are saying. And you're not snowflakes, and you're not woke, and you know what? You're just talking common sense, and it doesn't fit what the agenda they're pushing.
Yeah, well said, Josh. Just as a matter of interest, if you are a Snoop Dogg man, so when you put the vinyl on, do you get a little Scooby down your tonsils? Do you?
No, we don't encourage
not
that.
for a long time.
Yeah. Good man, Josh. Good, well answered.
Hello, Doug.
No, I haven't, Your Honour. G'day, Doug.
Doug.
Yeah, g'day, guys. So it's round 23 this week. In 2025, players have been suspended for 2-3 weeks for accidents. Is that something the players would be thinking about going into, the later rounds of the season? Because in a team like the Adelaide Crows, where there's so much pressure on for spots, if you get rubbed out now for 2 weeks, well, that might be your season done and no finals for you. Is that something that would play on the players' minds or not?
Oh, absolutely, Doug. I think any time you're heading into a final series, those things, but I think it's more
injury, suspension.
But I think it's more around the footy accidents now.
Yes.
Like whereas before, if you choose to bump or you run past the ball and you clean someone up, they're the ones that, get a bit nervous with. But the footy ones, when you got a split second, this is the bit that unfortunately my son was on the end of a 4-weeker, so I've lived through it with him with a footy, accident, and it's on the consequences. So it's bloody tough on them to, in a split second, and it's easy in the review when all the people are handing it down and you can slow it down and you're there going,
slow motion.
You've got 0.01 of a second to make a decision to either protect yourself or
and you should have changed your mind.
Something.
You had no duty of care and your prudency was poor. And so in a word, lead should be let off. It should be medium to low.
Correct.
Done. Campo, happy 50th,
happy 50th, mate. Well done.
Happy
well
birthday.
played on the golf course. All thanks to Matty B, Unique Homestyle Foods, proudly baking for hundreds of South Australian businesses, large and small, for 35 years. Hustlers in the baking industry. Visit uniquehomestylefoods.com.au. Campo,
They make
50.
the best cakes you've ever seen. Look at that cake. It's unbelievable. 5:30 headlines coming up, and Ben Keys from the Crows.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. Australia's major lenders are passing on the Reserve Bank's 0.25% interest rate cut. Former state opposition leader David Spears says he wouldn't completely rule out a return to politics, but it's not front of mind at the moment. The coalition says it'll revoke Australia's recognition of Palestine if it wins the next election. And the AFL tribunal's continuing to deliberate as Essendon veteran Dylan Shill faces a rough conduct charge. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Afternoon, still clearing up that crash at Virginia, Ridgeway Road near Old Port Wakefield Road. Gummaraka smash on Kenton Valley Road near Coleman Road. Roads are closure, that crash still, and detours are in place. And at Northgate, roads partially closed due to a burst water main. Foster's Road near Brookside Street with detours in place there too. Section of Cross Road will be closed tonight between Anzac Highway and Marion Road for night works. That's through till around 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Kicks off at 11 tonight too. Drive away in the latest Vito van from 58,500 and take your business to the next level with Mercedes-Benz Unley vans. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Cleared tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow. Our top of 17, at the moment 13. More news at 6 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Adelaide Crows gun recruit Alex Neil-Bullen joins David and Will for the 2025 AFL season.
Alex Neil-Bullen.
Hear Alex's unique insights thanks to ACET Transport. If your business needs something delivered anywhere in Australia, don't risk it. ACET. ACETtransport.au.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Willington. Understaffing in our hospitals is harming you and me. We urgently need a workforce plan to identify the right number of doctors for each of our hospitals and health services. And we need fair wages and conditions to attract and keep doctors so you can access care when you need it. Help make our health system safer for you and safer for me. Visit safermedicalstaffing.com.au. Authorised by Dr. Laura Willington, President, South Australian Salaried Medical Officers Association, Adelaide.
Discover the joy of family connection in the 7-seat hybrid Mazda CX-80. Now yours from a great drive-away price of $59,990 for the CX-80 G40E Pure. Enjoy 3 spacious rows, hybrid efficiency, and the reassurance of driving ANCAP's safest large SUV of 2024. Visit your local dealer to test drive the Mazda CX-80 today. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. See Mazda.com.au for details.
Did you know atopic dermatitis is one of the most common skin conditions affecting approximately 204 million people worldwide? CMAX is conducting a clinical trial involving an investigational treatment for this condition. If you're aged 18 to 70 and generally healthy, you're invited to participate. If eligible, you'll spend 3 nights at CMAX, attend multiple follow-up visits, and then be paid for your time and contribution. Ready to get involved? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
The King Art of Living sale is on now. Save up to 50% on Australian-designed, award-winning furniture. So why buy ordinary furniture when you can come home to King? Sale on now. Shop online or visit a King Living showroom today.
Now, if you're a courier driver or even just thinking about getting into the game, have a listen to this. There's a company doing things way better than others, and that is ACET Transport Solutions.
Great company, this one. I've known them for years. ACET they're big on supporting their team. They sincerely value their drivers, so much so that when you join the team, you'll have access to the ACET fuel card that saves you 10.5% on fuel. That's real money back in your skyrocket every time you fill up. And, yep, your family can use it as well. Just give it to them. No fees, no expiry, just more reasons to drive for ACET.
You'd be thinking, geez, is this true? Well, it is. Give them a call. ACET is big on the community as well and supports local sporting clubs, heaps of them. You know, we've walked into the office there and they've got all of the photos up there of all the clubs they support. Brilliant. They also support mental health through Breakthrough, a great organisation, and most importantly, they support their people.
That's it. They love their people. So if you're a courier looking for, a better deal, or someone who's ready to take the wheel and, start afresh, this is your moment.
Yeah, get in touch with ACET Transport Solutions. Visit acettransport.au. Some T's and C's apply.
Deliver more with Toyota, the world's #1 forklift brand. Choose from a great range including pallet jacks, walkie stackers and reach forklifts, right up to their leading Toyota counterbalance forklifts. Legendary reliability and safety with cleaner, greener electric options. Toyota can tailor the right forklift solution for you. It's all part of the Toyota Forklift Advantage. For more, visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Get a Toyota forklift.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
24 minutes to 6. Brock Feeney from the Supercars. He's leading the way at the moment this season. He's going to join us just before 6 o'clock, and we have Royal Adelaide show tickets to give away still before the end of the program.
Well, Snoop Dogg is in the house grand final day, and I hope my football team is. We've got Ben Keys coming up. So what do you think of that? 822 300 I like this text from Ross. The AFL got a great deal with the Snoop. He's also doing the smoking ceremony.
Oh, dear.
Don't you reckon that was funny?
No, I don't love that.
That is hilarious.
Let's go to our next guest,
Let's do
Sam.
that. Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the goal square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Keezy, Crows had, a bit of a scare last week versus West Coast. They bought the heat and took away Crows' time and space, but they were good enough in the end to get away with it. Joining us, Adelaide's high half. That's his role. He's a workhorse and he's now one of their stars. Ben Keys, our guest. Keysy, welcome.
Evening, fellas. Thanks for having me back on.
Good man. Now, the Snoop Dogg's their grand final day. Can we be?
Oh, God. It's going to be a good show, definitely.
Are you a Snoop Dogg man?
Yeah.
Come on.
I am a big rap fan, Rowey. I love my rap, so, I'm...
All right.
Yeah, it's a very... very good announcement for the whole country, I think, to get someone of that calibre doing the performance. It's great.
I had you more let me entertain you type of Robbie Williams type of man, Keezy.
I've got versatility, I think. I can do either. But yeah, that is my. I seem to like the older genres.
Good man. Good man.
That's me, mate.
Let's talk footy because that's what you're starring at the moment with your team. What was the assessment of that clash on Sunday versus Eagles? What were the learnings?
Oh, we certainly have to give credit to West Coast and how they played, and I think you mentioned it just about 30 seconds ago, but they took away some of what we do well, and sometimes you just have to find a way to win, to win in those situations when a team does take certain things away from you. We're so happy to go over there and play in Perth and get a win. Don't get me wrong, but also it's credit to West Coast for how well they played and they really got up for what was a special day for them with a milestone and they brought their best.
You've won as a team 10 of your last 11. You're finding different ways to win, and I think that's great. A lot of them, it's reliant on, and I asked Campo this before, and he said it's great, the brilliance of individuals. A couple of weeks ago, it might have been Isaac Rankin. Most of the weeks, it's our skipper, Jordan Dawes, but this week it was Riley Thilthorpe kicking that last two. It's great to have star power, and this team's definitely got it now all across the ground.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, we've got some real weapons, and it's awesome when those guys stand up and take their moments. And it's of course on the guys around them as well, and the system that allows that. And sometimes it's a game's an arm wrestle, and it takes takes a moment for someone to stand up. And, yeah, certainly some of Riley's big goals on the weekend. He's had a brilliant season. So, he was brilliant in that last quarter a bit. Got us over the line with doing what he does best, really.
Hey, Keezy, we were speaking with Campo earlier, and he made a comment that I think's pretty on the money. He said, you guys have been up for a while. You've won 10 of your last 11, and it is sometimes really hard to sort of maintain that elite standard that you've been able to do, and it's been quite pleasing for everybody to see that. But it's probably a fair question, I reckon. Have you been up for a while, and did you just need maybe that little jolt?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, an AFL season is long, and it is hard to be at your absolute best every week, and that's the joy of the competition, really. It's you wouldn't have it any other way. It's great that the comp's set up that way, and we're not going to play, not going to smash the lights out every weekend. There's going to be times when we have to win ugly or win a different way, and we've been able to do that. So, I mean, there's no reason why we can't, stay on this trajectory. In saying that, you also got to be realistic and know that there's, opposition, no matter where they are on the ladder, are going to bring certain strengths, and they're going to take things away from you, as we spoke about. So yeah, it's been a fun year, mate. It's been challenging at times, and it's been rewarding, and we've got a lot of growth out of certain situations, and I think that's the positive for us is the growth keeps coming and keeps showing up in different ways, no matter the opposition or the situation.
Your centre clearance work 18-8, but it didn't seem like you could take advantage of that on the scoreboard.
Yeah, certainly some ways that West Coast set up a few things they threw at us, which were brilliant for them, and they were able to limit us in certain ways. So yeah, the boys went to work in there and had a good battle with West Coast midfield, and there was certainly some things that West Coast were able to do to take that away from us.
Haven't beaten Collingwood in 9 years. The last 3 games decided by less than a kick. I think we're due, Keezy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always seems to be always a close game when we play them, and unfortunately, it's fallen the other way. Look, they're a brilliant team, and you spoke about some of our weapons and mentioned a few names. Collingwood are exactly the same. They've got some incredible players, some incredible talent, and then a lot of guys that work as well, and a great system. They've always been a really strong system team, for a long, long time. So that's what we're expecting on the weekend.
I'm loving your combination with Alex Neil-Bullen. Some games it's his turn, the other games it's yours. Both of you team first. You're hard running, your defensive pressure from D50 to F50. You can hit the scoreboard. Your skill level around goal, Keezy's gone next level. What's it been like to have a bloke like him alongside you?
Mate, it's been incredible. He's been so good for the group, and I've absolutely loved playing with him and loved learning off him. And as you said, sometimes it's your time to pop up. Sometimes it's not. But what I love about him is, he does the exact same thing every week, no matter what, whether the ball's falling his way or not. And I try and do that as well. And as you saw on the weekend, sometimes, teams take things away from you, and, you get a guy like Tom Cole or Liam Duggan, who are brilliant players, and their defensive system's really strong, but it's about, how can guys like me and Alex continue to give to the team and continue to play our role and not go chasing kicks or chasing anything like that, just trying to adhere to our role. And then, sort of the law of averages, usually we're able to get the arm wrestle in our favour, and someone else pops up and does the damage. But that's kind of been the blueprint for me this year, playing with Alex, and it's been fantastic, mate. He's one of a kind. Yeah,
it's a credit to both of you. Benny boy, how good's this? You've qualified for finals. You're the only team that has locked away finals. Others can go up and down and in and out. Top 2 likely. How good is that when you sit back in your own time and in your own thoughts and think, crikeys, we're playing finals?
It's really cool, mate, especially when you reflect on the journey of the Crows of the last 6 years. It has been for me, and coming to the club in a period where we're starting basically from the bottom and building from the ground up. So, it's got to get there first, but it's going to be really rewarding to run out in a game like that in a final and, wear the Crows colours because, at least for me, it's been a real journey and building from the bottom. So it's amazing, and I guess that's when the fun really starts. So we continue to prepare for this weekend and next, but obviously in the back of our mind we know that we've got to keep growing and keep working on things because the heat's coming. Speaking with Ben Keys from the Adelaide Crows, I can see Harley Reid has had a really big impact on the West Coast Eagles, because I know this because Jerry McGovern was actually doing his lap of honour because he's retired.
Did you see his son flip the bird?
And his son flipped the bird. So obviously Harley Reid is having a massive impact on the West Coast. I'm not sure if you caught that, Keezy, or not. I didn't catch that at all. No, that's very funny. Go and have a look. Funny. It was classic.
It is funny.
I was just wondering, Optus Oval, I reckon Freo was probably your worst game you played this year as a team, and then you've struggled to just get over the line against West Coast. Is there something to do with Optus? I'm not too sure. It's it's a different venue and the travel and things like that. But I don't know how much you can use those things as an excuse. But for whatever reason, I guess we were pretty down earlier in the year against Freo, and then West Coast were able to get ourselves just on the right side of the ledger. But definitely something to look out for going into next year, making sure we really nail down our preparation for going over there, and all that goes for every away game that we go on. But we'll be paying extra attention next time for sure.
Ben Keys, our guest. Now, Ned McHenry reckons you're the next big thing like Rex Hunt and calling footy. Ben, he says you entertain the boys all the time. Now, we're going to need to give you an open invitation to come in here and do that and show us your skills after you get into the grand final and win it.
I'd absolutely love to come in, boys, and have a crack. Yeah, it's a little passion of mine. I love watching sport, mainly for the broadcast and for the entertainment that brings. So, I mean, it'd be great to pick your brains as well, mate, if that's the invite as well. But it'd be fantastic to have a crack at it one day. I'm not sure how good I actually am. I think Ned might be talking me up a bit.
He reckons you're gifted. I'll give you one piece of advice. Don't do what I do or how I do it or anything like it, and you'll succeed, Betty. Don't worry about that. Hey, mate, keep running hard, keep working hard, keep creating goals and kicking them. You've had another super season. The best, I think, is yet to come for you, Benny, and that team. It's called September Action, mate. All the best, and thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot, fellas. Appreciate it. Good to chat.
Great work. Ben Keys there. Wow. Put together another remarkable season.
Well, he said thanks for having me back on. I thought he was talking as if he was banned. You're not banned, Ben. You can come on anytime.
Anytime. Just say thanks for having you on.
Come on in.
Now, we're getting a lot of texts on the back of that one I read out about the smoking ceremony. Is that, I don't, let's go to a break.
You know that wasn't a very good one to read. It's 13 minutes to 6, and whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the goal square, you can customise your build always with Sterling Homes. Let's check your traffic.
G'day there at Camporeale. Smash getting cleared on Kenton Valley Road near Coleman Road. Roads are closed due to the crash and detours are still in place. Virginia, another collision getting cleared away. Ridgeway Road near Old Port Wakefield Road, but no delays, which is good. And Northgate Road's partially closed due to a burst water main. Foster's Road near Brookside Street, and detours are in place. A section of Cross Road will be closed between Anzac Highway and Marion Road for night works for the tram tonight. It's kicking off around 9 through till 5 tomorrow morning. And got a camera Ifold Road, Elizabeth Park. Look for the REA sign at over 400 independent REA-approved repairers across SA. You know, can trust them because REA do. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Australia, the wait is over. AC/DC are back. Power up at the BP Adelaide Grand Final, Sunday, November 30. One of the world's greatest rock bands, AC/DC, with special guests Amel and the Sniffers. Limited premium concert viewing tickets into areas A and B still available. All tickets include access to the BP Adelaide Grand Final on Sunday. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
Over 50% sold. Get your tickets for the Hospital Research Foundation Home Lottery now. Win the $4.6 million grand prize, a single-storey Walkerville home with 4 bedrooms, incredible indoor and outdoor living, and an 8-metre swimming pool. This one is next level, and it could be yours. But tickets are already over 50% sold, so get yours now. Homelottery.com.au. Licence M14784.
Hello, darlings. Celebrate the festive season in style at this year's Cabaret Christmas at Adelaide Convention Centre. A spectacular lineup of show-stopping entertainment with Adelaide's hottest party bands and, best of all, me, Hans, your MC. So gather your workmates or your friends as we toast the season with an all-inclusive 3-course dinner package. Don't miss Cabaret Christmas. Book now via the Adelaide Convention Centre website.
Get a Toyota forklift.
Deliver more with Toyota, the world's #1 forklift brand. Choose from a great range including pallet jacks, walkie stackers and reach forklifts, right up to their leading Toyota counterbalance forklifts. Legendary reliability and safety with cleaner, greener electric options. Toyota can tailor the right forklift solution for you. It's all part of the Toyota Forklift Advantage. For more, visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Get a Toyota forklift.
The gas shop has the longest fireplace in Adelaide. There is literally a wall of gas fire heaters from all the best brands like Rinnai. And they're all fired up, so you can see how good they look and feel their incredible warmth. And the bonus, the team at the gas shop are also qualified gas fitters. It means they can safely install for you too. Heating, cooking, comfort. Turn on to the gas shop. 161 Unley Road, opposite Target.
At Holistic Care SA, we're focused on capacity building, not just care. We help people with disability gain the support, skills and confidence for independent living. Whether it's creating a resume, catching a bus to the footy, or learning to cook independently in your home or in one of ours, Holistic Care SA makes those milestones happen. For a friendly chat about supported independent living, visit holisticcaresa.com.au, because everyone deserves the chance to become who they're meant to be.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
9 minutes to 6. Ned McHenry is not too far away. We're still waiting for the start of Rory Laird's tribunal hearing. It's 5:51.
Wow.
The tribunal's been deliberating Dylan Shield since 4:36.
They're stuck.
It's a long time for that one. So we're waiting for Rory Laird, and when we get to that, we'll give you the latest as it comes to hand.
Oh, next guest, this is exciting because tickets are on sale for the new era of the BP Adelaide Grand Final.
How good.
Between the 27th and 30th of November. You can get your tickets at ticketmaster.com.au/Adelaide Grand Final. But this man from Red Bull and Pole Racing has won 2 races over the weekend in the Ipswich 440 and won the Sprint Cup, the first component of the season which guarantees that he is in the final series. Brock Feeney, welcome.
Thanks for having me on.
Well done, son.
You're dominating, mate. You're going very well. You and yourself and your garage, it's all starting to come together. I mean, what's been bringing about the great results?
Yeah, look, it's been a pretty awesome year for us, to be honest. I think we're at 12 wins and 13 pole positions now. So it's been pretty phenomenal for us. Look, it's just, I don't know, it's a bit of evolution. Things are just starting to click for me and really going my way. So fantastic to win the Sprint Cup. But, yeah, I suppose for me, eyes are on Adelaide.
Yes, it's coming along, no doubt about that. We've got the Bend here as well, of course, and it's the Bend 500, the Enduro Cup. How do you think it'll go there?
Yeah, pretty exciting. I've literally just left the track. We had a test day preparing for the Bend and with my co-driver, Jamie Whincup. So really exciting. It's the first ever endurance race at the Bend for us. So it's a fantastic facility. So, yeah, looking forward to our first race down there this year and then heading back in November.
Congratulations, Brock, on winning the Sprint Cup. It is now for the Enduros. It's like 2 little seasons, if you like. If you could win one or the other, which one would it be, Sprint or Enduros?
Oh, I mean, look, Enduros involves the Bathurst 1000. So if you can win the Bathurst 1000, I'll take that any day of the week. So, look, we've had a great season up to now. But, you know, even without the final series, we're going into the finals part of the year. You know, we got the Bend 500, we got the Bathurst 1000. All of our big events come at the back end of this year. So I can't wait for what's to come.
You just finished the Sprint Cup at Ipswich. The Bend is not until the 12th to the 14th of September. And get your tickets because it's one of the great international race courses out there. In the Enduro Cup, what do you do in a month's time? How do you stay fit and how often are you allowed to drive and what in the hell do you do for a month out?
So we're not actually allowed to drive. We only get 2 practice days a year, and today was our second. So I'm all done for the year now for practicing. But I try and race some other categories. So I raced a bit of GT stuff in an Audi. So I'll be trying to do a little bit more of that. But keep my eye on. I spend a lot of time on my simulator at home, a lot of time in the gym, and just preparing the next few events. The Bend and the Bathurst 1000 are a long event. They're long races, so got to get in shape for the endurance part of the year.
Okay. So how do you stay in form? You mentioned you've got a simulator. Are there brain tests or skills you need to do? Because I know in any sport, and this is a sport, there's form. You're in good form, and now you've got a big break, Brock.
Yeah, look, to be honest, I'm probably the most active driver at the moment with other racing that I'm doing. So the GT stuff that I've been doing is really good, keeping my eye in and keeping me busy. But look, we got plenty of work commitments with media and everything. But for me, training in the gym, doing lots of reaction work, and as I said, I'm on my simulator at least 2-3 hours a day. So I'm spending plenty of time on that, racing other people and trying to keep my eye in.
Okay. Now, how much do you weigh, Brock, and how much can you bench press? Are you...
I weigh about 77, 78 kilos, and I won't tell you how much I bench press because it's not enough.
You'll be right.
Hey, your team FIVEAA, it's making the switch back to Ford next season. How's the prep going with that and the Mustangs? You'll be hit the ground running, ready to go in 26?
Yeah, it's obviously exciting. It's a change. It was a shock at the time when I first found out. But, look, we've got one car that's not too far away from being finished, and then it's actually getting shipped to America to get prepared for next year, do some wind tunnel testing and that. So, look, there's lots going on. For us drivers, for myself and Will, we're not worried about it yet. We're just trying to focus on winning the championship this year, and then we'll worry about Ford come December. But look, it's exciting. It's busy time for the team. We got lots going on, but all exciting stuff.
And excited for these final series.
Cannot wait.
Oh, yeah, the BP Adelaide Grand Final.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. I mean, look, if it was a traditional championship, I'm sort of running away with it, but it's all changed this year, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to come down to Adelaide, and it's one of my favourite tracks, so I'm looking forward to it.
Good man.
Mate, you're doing really well. We look forward to seeing you here in Adelaide come November, and just keep up the good work and all the best at the Bend.
No worries. Thanks very much, guys.
That's Brock Feeney, Red Bull Ampol Racing. Of course, I will repeat.
He is a talent.
BP Adelaide Grand Final, 27th to the 30th of November. Ticketmaster.com.au/Adelaide Grand Final. AC/DC are playing.
Get your tickets
at this.
It's going to be a great time indeed. 3 minutes to 6. If you'd like to get your way to the Adelaide show, which is coming up at the end of the month, and it's
Love the
always
show.
the best time of year when that starts to feel a little bit like spring, sort of early days in September.
Sniffer finals.
Well, the Royal Adelaide Show double pass is what we've got right here, right now. Call in 8223 0055. You can win that. It's presented by Drake's. You get tickets at theshow.com.au as well, and Drake's Supermarkets.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Whatever you cook, from a toasty to a three-course meal. Whatever you bake, from a sponge cake to a sourdough. Whoever you entertain, a partner, friends or family. Shop at the new Kitchen Warehouse store on Paynham Road, open now. Our second South Australian store features big brands like Le Creuset, KitchenAid, Magimix, ScanPan and Smeg, plus expert advice from our team. Visit the new Paynham store today or shop at kitchenwarehouse.com.au.
They say 20,000 hours in any field makes you master of it. So imagine what 160 years makes you. For more than 160 years, Anglicare SA has supported South Australians in need. Whether it's gardening, meal prep, housework or transport to appointments, Anglicare SA gives seniors as much or as little support as they need. For more on Anglicare SA's coordination and clinical services, visit anglicaresa.com.au.
What makes Ray White the big name in business broking? They're people, like multi-time SA Business Broker of the Year, Brett Buckley, and his team of business professionals. They take a deep dive into your business, finding value and potential, and they know what they're looking for because they know businesses. They're not real estate salespeople trying to sell businesses, they're business people selling businesses. If you want to know what your business is worth, touch base with Brett. Search Ray White Business Sales SA. Multiple Business Broker of the Year awards.
Trust FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store, to recommend something a little fancy. Here's a very special label to look for, a true product of South Australia. This is a blend for all occasions with an impressive vintage of 50 years. And boy, hasn't it aged well. It comes from a special family too, and you'll find their name is proudly displayed for all to admire. It's FIVEAA, 3 generations celebrating 50 years. FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store since 1975.
Interested in supporting skin disease research? CMAX Clinical Research is conducting a clinical trial involving an investigational treatment for atopic dermatitis. If you're aged 18 to 70 and generally healthy, you could be eligible to participate. Spend 3 nights at CMAX, attend multiple visits, and get paid for your time and contribution. Don't miss this opportunity to help advance the future of healthcare. Register your interest today at cmax.com.au. That's cmax.com.au.
The latest local, national and international news for South Australia. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Clear tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a high of 17. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig.
Sportal, South Australian sports hardware and software for elite and community clubs.
Australia's Big Four lenders have passed on the Reserve Bank's interest rate cut. More from Michael Packy.
A lower inflation rate, along with concern the economy is slowing, has pushed the RBA board to cut interest rates for the 3rd time this year. The official cash rate has come down 25 basis points and now sits at 3.6%. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers says the reduction will help ease cost of living pressure for homeowners paying off the average mortgage.
The 3 cuts this year together are about $330 a month.
Reserve Bank Governor Michelle Bullock has cautiously signalled there could be further cuts.
But things can change and the board has to be taking things meeting by meeting.
The Commonwealth, NAB, Westpac and ANZ have passed on the latest rate reduction.
South Australian firefighters are set to walk off the job as they continue to fight for better pay and improved training. They want an 8% pay rise per year, while the government's offered 10% over 3 years. Their union says it's disrespectful and they have little option. They'll meet again on Thursday to decide when to take industrial action. Disgraced former state Liberal leader David Speirs has returned from overseas, not ruling out a return to politics, but saying it's not front of mind at the moment. There's been speculation he could stand as an independent in his old seat of Black. After being convicted and fined for drug supply in April, he says he's concentrating on rebuilding his life, and there are many different ways outside of politics he can contribute to his community. Treasurer Stephen Mulligan says it's laughable and times have changed.
We've got a great local MP now, Alex Dighton, the member for Black. No doubt there'll be a candidate that the Liberal Party pre-selects, but I just find it extraordinary that David thinks that there's still room for him in the political landscape or in Parliament.
The state government will introduce mandatory industry-wide training to combat sexual harassment and drink spiking in hospitality venues. Consumer Affairs Minister Andrea Michael says bad behaviour must be stamped out.
We've seen unacceptable levels of sexual harassment in the hospitality industry. In fact, 1 in 2 have reported experiencing sexual harassment. So this is going towards tackling that very unacceptable situation.
It's hoped the training will be in place by the end of the year. It'll be an all-South Australian cook-off in tonight's MasterChef Grand Finale. 5AA's Callum Han and Laura Sharrett are the last 2 standing in the kitchen.
It doesn't feel weird at all going against Laura. On the very first day of the competition, I didn't really know too many of the other contestants, hadn't spent any time with them before, whereas I've been mates with Laura for years. We actually said on the very first day, imagine if it was you and I facing off at the end, and here we are. So it kind of feels right, I think.
And AFL boss Andrew Dillon has defended selecting Snoop Dogg as this year's grand final entertainment, saying he's a worthy act after impressing at the Super Bowl. Snoop has previously had issues securing a visa to enter Australia due to his criminal record. Collingwood's Mason Cox, who became the first American to win an AFL premiership in 2023, thinks the rapper is a great choice.
They're catering, I think, to a little bit of a younger audience with him in the Olympics and stuff. It's been pretty cool to kind of see him almost like reinvent
it himself. He's now working with like Martha Stewart. Yeah, it's the opportunity to bring in American talent over here to definitely be able to kind of bring some eyes over to AFL.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Meet Crows Ben Keys and Port's Alira at Sportscard World's Trade Day this Sunday at Regent Arcade.
As expected, Port Adelaide forward Jack Lukosius has been ruled out for the rest of the season with a calf injury, with the club also confirming defender Jace Burgoyne's season is done, while the women will be without co-vice captain Julia Teakle for the start of their season, with scans confirming a stress fracture in her left foot. The Crows are challenging Rory Laird's one-match ban at the AFL tribunal tonight. He was sanctioned by the MRO for a bump on Eagle Jamie Cripps. Adelaide face Collingwood this Saturday night at home. The Raps have come off the Adelaide Lightning rebrand. The club is now looking forward after a period of uncertainty due to changes in ownership. Head coach Karen Mitchell says it's onwards and upwards.
It's been a whirlwind, but it's so exciting to be able to have a clean slate and build the team that you want and bring in the people that you want to work with to help just make it amazing. And I think the South Australian public are really going to embrace our group. We've got a really exciting group, and I think they're going to embrace it, and I think we're going to make them proud.
Now checking 5AA traffic.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
G'day there. At Northgate, got a burst water main to look out for. Roads partially closed there. Foster's Road near Brookside Street, got some detours in place. Virginia, a collision getting cleared. Ridgeway Road near Old Port, Wakefield Road, but no great delays. And up in the hills, a Gummeraka smash getting cleared. Kenton Valley Road near Coleman Road, detours in place, and that road is closed. For your chance to win a Royal Adelaide Show Family Pass, purchase a jug or 2 glasses of any Coca-Cola variety at Faster Pasta to go in the draw. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear tonight and mostly sunny tomorrow, a high of 17. Mostly sunny on Thursday, 20. Then showers for Friday, 17. And a shower or two Saturday, down to 14. At the moment, 12. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
In your suburb.
Good evening from Port Noarlunga.
Across your state.
A sombre scene here in Bordertown tonight.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
South Australian parents urged to be extra vigilant.
Because your home is our home. Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 6 minutes after 6, it's a Tuesday night, which means we're starting to get fishing later on at 6:30 on 5AA. Ned McHenry will join us for that, but he always likes to join us a little earlier as well from 6 o'clock, so you can watch us live on the Wavell Hyundai live stream. He joins us now.
Well, he is, and he's a massive, massive Snoop Dogg man. Neddy, welcome.
I've never said that. Hello, boys. Good to be here.
G'day, Ned.
Oh, what's this? This is
It is a bit hypocritical they've got the Snoopy. Yeah, don't you think?
The first time 5AA's had Snoop Dogg on the thing.
That's
I'm not
true.
sure it's...
That's true.
Yeah, it seems.
Are you a tick or a cross? Thumbs up or thumbs down, or let's wait?
In general, thumbs down.
Yeah, because a bit hypocritical, isn't it?
Are you going from that sense, or what about just even the music? I don't think it fits the actual theatre of the day
speak
either.
about
That's
the
what
broadness
Timmy's
of that.
saying. It's not broad enough.
There was a lot of people who, I think, if you're aged between, say, late 30s and maybe up to early 50s, that was probably his genre, because it was sort of late 90s and 2000s. So, but yeah, I think it's more so for me. I just don't. I'm concerned about the broadness of the playlist, but I'm also concerned about the hypocritical nature of the AFL.
Matty Pantelis does nights, and I went out there and chatted to him. He said, what's the AFL getting Snoop Dogg for? Don't they stand for all things woke?
Yeah.
And I said, well, pretty much they do. They have the yes and the rainbows and all sorts of stuff. They try to stand for everything, and when you do that, you end up standing for nothing. And then they go and do this because the CEO likes him. He showed me a film clip of Snoop Dogg, of him walking down the street with a woman on all fours with a dog collar and a lead.
Oh, dear.
Right.
Oh. That's not great.
I mean, and he's going to perform at our biggest stage of the day.
But we've announced it this week when we're launching AFLW, of course, Thursday night.
There you go.
Correct.
Hello there, Craig at Whyalla.
Oh, hey boys, have I called 5AA?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know where you're going.
Oh, it's good because I thought I've been listening to Dinosaur Double A all afternoon.
I think that's funny, Craig.
Rowey, I absolutely love you. This is what I listen to 5AA just for you because you're the warrior that gets on the AFL anytime, like you were just saying, the left field, the Rainbows, they got around for this, just leave the game alone. That's you. That's your stand. Yeah. The minute that the AFL do something that's a little bit just on the other side, who cares? Just let it be. It's a bit of fun. You do let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the footy. Do you realise the Crows are on top of the ladder? Can you feel it, Rowey? Can you feel it?
Craig, great call, mate. You're a good man. Well done. Hello, Adrian.
Hey, great, Rowey. Listening to you for the last few hours has been hilarious because I've been wondering if you know the difference between marijuana and ganja.
Adrian, don't call me dumb.
No, we're going to get an explanation.
Okay, give it to us, Snoop.
Adrian.
Snoop.
Well, it's the same. It's one and the same.
I know it is. Ganja, it is, yeah.
Yeah, but the way you were talking about it was like you were talking about two different drugs.
Okay. No, it's same. I knew that.
And the other thing was, I hope that they keep playing that Graham Goodings thing because
that was hilarious.
Hearing a man of his age reading rap lyrics has to be the most hilarious thing I've ever heard.
That was funny. Adrian, that was funny. And I've got to make a public apology to my co-host in Tim Jennifer. I haven't had the best day today.
Oh, really?
Tim has been hilarious today, and that's what he's alluding to. He had 4 great gags, 4 great punchlines. Three of them I didn't get. I had to ask him what they were, and everyone else was rolling around in the thing. And the one that I did get, I stole his punchline.
Before I hit it. With Keezy.
That's not being a team player, is it? That's not lifting him up on radio, making him better.
And letting him... That's exactly right, letting him elevate. I dragged him and dragged him and dragged him, and then...
So after 3 times I'm there, I'm wasting material. And then I go, Harley Reid's had a big impact on the West Coast, hasn't he, Keezy, All right. He said, did you see his little fella flip the bird?
And he had a... Yeah.
That's the punchline.
I've had a bad day. Hello,
classic.
Robert. Are you a Snoop man?
Am I a what man?
A big Snoop dog. You big dog. You big Snoopy dog.
Well, I don't know where you are, but I think that you want to get off that ganja.
Come on, Rob.
This show. It's been something else.
Well, hang on. Rob's still got something to say. Leave him on.
I don't know whether I can discuss with what I want to discuss now that I realise that you guys are all high as kite.
Oh, dear. It's all the talk of it, Robert, I think. Seep through.
Oh, God. Good on you, Rob. A little bit of Cheech and Chong there. Let's go to Halloran Hill. Hello, Steve.
Oh, g'day, lads. How we doing in there?
Good, Steve.
Yeah.
Rolling your own, are we?
Yeah, well, that's what they do, don't they?
They roll
their own, but don't they smoke it in pipes now?
You could smoke marijuana in a bong, or you just roll it.
Go through how we do that.
What?
Not go through the variations.
Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I got before I get to, I reckon I've got a really good band that's going to nail it. But before I get to that, is my lad was in Las Vegas a while back.
Yeah.
And at the casino, and they won actually tickets to upstairs a big pool party to see Snoop Dogg.
Wow!
And they thought, okay, let's check this out. And on entry, they got all given a big bucket. He called it a bucket, my lad. It was full of vodka, and he didn't want to drink it. Was that whatever? But the big pool party went off. Snoop Dogg was throwing out $100 notes into the crowd. My lad picked one up. He thought, you beauty, and he looked at it, and it had, instead of the president, it had Snoop Dogg.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
He was a tad disappointed. But getting back to the other thing, like the drug thing, like, let's have a look here. Okay, so Robbie Williams, I think he's got a drug history. You had Kiss. Let's not talk about Paul Stanley's drug history. Also, you had, with the lyrics of his songs are a little bit risque, have a listen to Katy Perry. Some of hers, you wouldn't want to have your grandkids in the car when you listen to that.
Katy Perry?
Katy Perry's all right.
Friendly.
Some of her lyrics are pretty risque, mate. Have a listen.
Well, I kissed a girl and I liked it.
No, there was
We got it. Now, getting back to the band, I got the band, guys. You ready?
Yes.
The Graham Corns All-Star Bands with special guest Timmy Jennifer.
Well, now Steve's just gone on the hoochie coochie. And he's just gone and given himself a big pipe and off he's gone. Hello, Kirsty at Plimpton.
Hello. I love you guys. I don't get to hear you as much as I'd like to with the volunteering, but on Snoop Dogg, I just think it's ironic that we have iconic Australian artists and how the government, with cost of living and everything, we have so many artists, even here in Adelaide. If they want hip-hop, Hilltop Hoods are one band. My eldest son went to Blackwood High with one of them. I'm opposed to it, to be honest.
Well done, Kirsty. What about the misogynistic lyrics that he has and that? Does that offend you as a woman?
Sorry?
Snoop Dogg. The big dog.
Certainly.
Yeah.
I've had past experiences and lyrics and everything, and I know there's lyrics with some Australian artists that. But I just think bring back Australian talent.
Well said. Sorry, Kirsty just dropped it. Where's that the little one, Kylie Minogue? Get her to come in on a thong again. Get her to sing. Has she ever done a grand final?
What about this suggestion? Unique home-style food text. Liz says, how about the Hindley Street Country Club? They performed all over the world. They are amazing.
They'd kill it. Let's go to St. Clair. Hello, Andy.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Hey, Andy.
I've got nothing for or against Snoop Dogg per se, but I'm not a fan of rap. In fact, so much so, I'm convinced that the genre name is actually spelt with a silent C at the front. But I just think it's rubbish. But it's not about me. It's about what the bulk of people want. And if the bulk of people want it, then, that's their call. But someone's going to need to pull him aside before he comes over, because Americans in particular are not known for their worldliness and so on. And I think someone needs to explain to him that stuff he might sort of indulge in at home isn't necessarily legal here. So he's going to need to know that before he rocks in.
Yeah, I think he'd know that.
But if you ever want to laugh, go and search on YouTube and go and look for some footage of Snoop Dogg. He was engaged by NBC to do some work around their Olympic coverage some time back. Yeah. And if you can find the footage of Snoop Dogg and his impressions of the dresser, it's almost like HG and Roy doing the Dream.
He's a funny man.
Hilarious.
Yeah, no one's questioning his talent. This is a very talented man. I've seen a number of, what are they called? YouTubes. Have you ever seen those? The roastings of celebrities in America. You need to watch them. He's one of the funniest. Rude and crass and all of that, but God, he's a talented man. So no one's questioning his talent. We're just questioning the fact that it's a bit hypocritical that the AFL would back someone in like that.
Yeah, well, everything's got a time and place. Like the roasts, that's the time and place to do that sort of behaviour. Right. His film clips have got his art there, but the AFL Grand Final, is that the place for his art?
But he might not. He might behave himself at the Grand Final. He might not light any spliffs or do anything like that. He might be all right.
What's a spliff?
It's a joint. That's what you smoke.
God almighty.
Yeah.
There's another word they've learnt today. Hello, Glenn.
Good day, Stephen. Good day, Timmy G.
Hey, Glenn.
When I say this name, you say who? Stephanie Joanne Aileen Germanotta. Lady Gaga.
That's right.
She's
that's a real
talent.
Name. Well done, Glenn.
She got a real name from Radio Gaga. She said, don't call me Stephanie, call me Lady Gaga.
Okay.
She's got great songs. She's in 360 million US.
She's a bloody talent, Glenn. We're with you, mate. And Sam loves her because she's got a similar size snoz.
Oh.
That's why she's such a good. No, she's a very good singer, and you're a good broadcaster because the bigger the nose, the bigger the nostrils. Yes, it is.
Like a snorkel.
It gives you a range. Timmy, it gives you range.
The next thing you're going to say is you can find truffles. Just stop it, mate.
Okay, can we quickly do the CLK
Get back to some
legal.com.au
normality.
because we're going to talk footy with Nettie. James Peatling's listed as a test. Max Michaelini still 2 or 3 weeks, so he's not playing till finals. The big one for me is Josh Rochelli, TBC. Is that a concern to be confirmed?
Don't think so. I've heard that his rehab is progressing really well and he'll aim to be back for finals.
Oh, good.
I think Crows fans would expect that if the Crows win their first final, then Josh Rochelli would be available after that. That's what I hear, but I wouldn't know, obviously.
Oh, hang on. So he won't play the first final. He'll have to...
Well, that would be my gut feel if it's TBC now and he's not running and conditioning
exactly
now.
what I thought. And he's still got the brace on. Nettie,
All right.
What's yours?
Trivia question for you for CLK Legal. How many Port Adelaide players are out for the season?
16. Tim, Ned?
That wouldn't be that many. 9.
Another get? 11.
7.
Nettie?
7.
Between 7 and 11.
Oh, I thought it would be more than that. Oh, okay.
16's a lot.
10.
Oh.
What do I
Correct.
win?
Correct. You
Hardy
win
handshake.
all the CLK legal advice you need. A lot. After tonight's show?
Today's show, we may well need. Now, Nettie, just before we go, how did you enjoy your... we're going to get you on with fishing after the break. How did you enjoy your special comments?
Yeah, really enjoyed it until I got potted by a text last night.
Correct, and that's what I'm going to say.
Lester.
This is... yeah, that's
Who did
right.
that?
Ned only gave Rob 2 votes because he was in his wedding.
Right.
So you went Dawson 3, Rob 2, and Taylor 1. That was a legitimate text, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
And I was happy with it on the day. I thought...
I think in hindsight, potentially I was a little bit dismissive of Isaac Rankin's second half.
Yes.
I think if I had
yes.
my time back, maybe Isaac could be in those votes.
Okay.
But I thought they scored from clearance, and that was their scoring source. So that's how they won that game. Essentially,
right.
that was the margin,
That's right.
and they won clearance, and Birdo dominated the ruck. So
Okay. Did they dodge a bullet, the Crows?
yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
Would there be good, solid learnings from that? And what would they be?
That's okay, isn't it?
isn't it?
It's okay.
It's
Good,
okay.
Isn't it
It's a
great
good
that
problem.
the club's at a position now where they played poorly and won? They dodged a bullet and still won?
Yeah.
And they're still top 1 game clear and percentage.
It's amazing how quickly we've shifted our
know.
perception about the Crows, isn't it?
Well, when we come back after the break, we're going to talk about this algal bloom. And you've been speaking to a mate of mine that was from Port Clinton and Price. And what's happening is all these dead fish are getting washed up to the top of the gulfs.
Yes.
Our Gulf here of St. Vincent and the other one. And it's frightening, Nettie. We're going to talk about that. Now, I think the federal government said they were slow to this dance and have apologised. So was I.
Yeah.
And I was, remember?
Yeah.
I called it a storm in a teacup. That's a bloody big storm in a bloody big teacup.
Correct.
Oh, that was some time ago. It's awful what's happening.
I've got a couple of ideas that I want to talk about after the break and want to get to our listeners
Let's do that.
around how we can counter this algal bloom. I've got a couple of ideas, right?
All right, let's get to Ned's idea
nice.
next. It's 22 after 6.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
For the very latest in local footy, tune in to the 5AA Sandful Show each Monday from 6:30 p.m. It's tradition, it's excitement, and it's beats, eats, and footy fun with your mates. Sandful, nothing beats it.
Hi, I'm Piper, and I've just landed my first job as a registered nurse at the Women's and Children's Hospital. There's been a massive recruitment drive across our health system, with jobs for doctors, nurses, midwives, paramedics, mental health and allied health workers. It's all part of building a bigger health system. To learn more and apply, visit biggerhealthsystem.sa.gov.au.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
They said launching a ute in Australia was an uphill battle, and the new Kia Tasman wouldn't have it any other way. With 4x4 tech built for tough terrain, it's Kia's most Australian vehicle yet, featuring low-range gearing, ground view monitors, and auto rear locking differential in select models. The Kia Tasman didn't reinvent the wheel, it just got dirty. The Kia Tasman, here now at your local Kia dealer.
Kia, movement that inspires. Chemotherapy, radiotherapy, immunotherapy. Cancer treatment looks different for everyone. At Lift Cancer Care, our team of dietitians, physios, psychologists and exercise physiologists collaborate closely with your medical team to help you navigate your diagnosis. And we're dedicated to building your physical and mental strength to give you the best possible outcomes. So if you or a loved one are ever struck with the C word, think of the L word first. liftcancercare.com.au.
Life's a journey. As you grow older, every step should bring you more of what you want. And at ECH, they understand that. As one of SA's largest retirement living and home care providers, ECH offers more in every sense. More help at home, more support with your health, or the perfect new home to downsize to. ECH won't tell you where you should be, but they'll always support you to get more out of life. Visit ech.asn.au or call ECH today.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. The Excelsior Hotel has 20% seniors discount on meals 12 till 3 Monday to Friday and all-day weekends. The Excelsior Hotel Brompton feels like coming home, but better. Mannix are turning 60. To celebrate, they're giving away 60 selected Bonaire air conditioners over 60 days. Visit any Mannix location to enter. Ends October 31. Terms and conditions apply.
Tired of rising power bills? What if you could eliminate power bills forever? With NRG Solar, the new cheaper home batteries program gives eligible homes and businesses up to 30% off the cost of a new home battery, saving you thousands. NRG Solar has the know-how to help you claim the rebate and design a system that delivers real long-term value. Own your energy, own your future. Call 1300 858 160, that's 1300 858 160, or visit nrgsolar.com.au now.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
25 minutes after 6, the fishing show with Ned McHenry is not too far away. Just in regards to the tribunal tonight, because we know we're waiting for Rowey Laird to start.
Yes.
It's been a near 2-hour tribunal deliberation for Dylan Shield. We haven't even started Rowey Laird's case.
They're stuck. They don't know what to do.
Crazy.
Rowey Laird, did you see it?
Yeah.
Now, can they get that from medium to low? He cannot miss a game for that, can he?
You know what? Sometimes you say things that are just incredibly stupid, but you said something really smart yesterday. You put on the lens if this player is going to miss a grand final or a preliminary final, then they shouldn't be convicted. If they put that portal, that lens over all of their decision making at the MRO tomorrow, it would be fixed instantly.
Instantly, and that's what I've always said.
Just a bit of pub test on those 1 weekers or 2 weekers.
Correct. What are we going to do with this algal bloom? You've got some answers.
Well, I want some ideas because government funding's come in. There's some money, right? So often we hear from the government, we got no money, we can't do anything. There is a pool of money allocated to this bloom response. Now, I'm not referring to the science or the research. I'm referring to the activations in the community to get more people in caravan parks, more people buying tackle, more people fishing, right? So I want to talk to our listeners tonight on our program on what they'd spend that money for. Now, I've got a couple of ideas. Do you remember the Pokemon Go app?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. It's
Why
huge,
don't the state government develop an app that South Australians or interstate tourists can download? And every week, you're given 3 or 4 different challenges. So one of the challenges might be a coffee at the Stansbury Jetty Cafe or something like that. It might be a night at a certain caravan park. You've got to catch a King George whiting and you've got to do this. And if you go into that draw and you complete all of those challenges, then you're in a raffle system for large cash prizes. How good would that be?
Love it.
Something like that.
My mate at Port Clinton, because all the fish are getting washed up there on the beach, I've sent you photo after photo. Ashley Ryan's his name. He wants to pick the dead fish up. And communities need to rally together to do it. It stinks at the moment. They're in the mangroves, they're on the beaches, out the front of shacks that are worth millions and millions of dollars. And it's not that it's worries about that, it's the caravan parks as well.
Yeah.
The Port Clinton Caravan Park backs right onto the beach. There's bloody dead sharks, dead rays, dead. There was a 50-centimetre King George whiting just.
Yeah.
So you almost got to have a KeySab clean-up, the old KeySab.
Well,
Keep
that's
South
what
Australia
he's
beautiful.
trying to push, and the communities are going to have to do it. It's not the government's fault. It's not local government's fault, but it's going to be the communities that are going to fix it up. I'd like to see that.
Bit of a rally.
Well, maybe
like
a rally, all that sort of stuff.
We need activations and we need to move swiftly. I was in a tackle store today. They were saying that their turnover is over 80% down on what it usually would be. I'm not joking. You know, the majority of fishing tackle stores in this state, if things continue as they are, will not be around next year.
That's not good.
That's frightening.
And I'm serious about that. I'm not over-exaggerating. So we need to do something. What's the plan? State government's plan. They're doing a mountain of work in research, so I will commend them for that. Well done. But for wreck fishing and for coastal tourism, I'm yet to see where that money is being spent.
What breaks down the algal bloom? Can you put chlorine in there or something? You know what I'm trying to think?
That's what I suppose the researchers are doing now to find out how
we need to find something that breaks it down and kills it, don't we? That's what I'd be spending the money
but you've got to
on.
be careful with that stuff. Years ago, they brought cane toads in to eat the flies.
They did too. Look what happened to cane toads.
You can't get rid of them.
And we brought in rabbits too.
And we did that.
Look what they've done.
Carp.
Oh, those. They're talk about Tuesdays. They're good for nothing.
It's been a good Tuesday. It's been a lot of fun. The fishing show's coming up shortly. And for those who are interested, just before we go, Alex Carey's playing in the T20 tonight. He's been flown in because Josh Inglis is crook, so he wasn't meant to play. He wasn't meant to be part of this team, but he's going to play tonight against South Africa, which starts in about 15 minutes. Australia will bowl first after winning the toss.
Look forward to it.
It's time for the fishing show.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.